Hey, we have a coffee. You should check it out. Early episodes, player's notes, NPC stat sheets. Support us on Ko-fi. Also check out our sponsors. Dice Goblin. Get cool dice. Links in description. Hamster. Okay, bye.
The
Well, the camera's on now.
Scream as
Camera's
loud
on
as
now.
fuck.
I'm pumped. I'm ready. Let's fucking do this, Cryo.
I'm gonna kill you one day. I know it. I just feel it in my soul.
Huh?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Starlost Seas. I'm your DM. I'm Cryolane. This is the party. I can't remember which side you're on. I'm so sorry.
We're always gonna be on your left.
Is it the side with the bed?
No, it's the side with the open room.
Hi, this is the party. I'm spatially failing at life right now. Hi. Is everyone excited to be here and play D&D? And is everyone excited for this Monday that this episode's airing on? Unless you're a Ko-fi subscriber, in which case you're probably watching this on Friday or Saturday. Last time on Starlost Seas, we had... We just had a nice... Sort of casual session where nothing crazy or hectic happened.
It was real nice.
At all.
Not at all. It was
Nothing
great.
crazy
Relaxed.
happened. We didn't traumatize anybody. Nobody rolled a 30 on intimidation.
Nope.
I got my fingers back though.
So, anyways, actually what happened was everybody got ready for night at Fairmont's house, planning the next day to go to Valorfall. The two kids were going to bunk together and have a nice little sleepover. Mara and Dolus were taking the opposite room upstairs from the two kids, and everyone else was bunking down in the living area while Fairmont worked on various little tasks at his workbench. Alina and Hickory had some nice little chats, and then Alina promptly passed the hell out, as her college self equivalent does. And the kids decided that they were gonna try and sneak out, play some pranks, have a little fun. Hush managed to successfully teleport Lotus out of the house after he himself snuck out. The two of them flew around for a quick moment so he could point off in the direction of Ravenloft and speak briefly about his past and where he came from. How being here now feels so strange to him because so much of what he knew is gone. And then they ran on back to the house and got all set up to start pranking people, but unfortunately they caught the attention of Twink, who was outside tending to the horses, who cast his dancing lights and alerted the entire interior of the house to the fact that there was something going on. And then we had a fun game of how many times can Hush try and avoid being caught by the party even when he is standing right in front of the party. It turns out it's about 4. Eventually he failed a check and was hold-personed by Hickory, which traumatized him quite deeply. They all returned inside where Twink was livid at the events that had just occurred. Very angry about the fact that the children were acting childish, which might sound unreasonable, but in the moment it actually made a lot of sense. And after nerves sort of calmed down, everybody properly went to bed. And as people woke up, Hush encountered Hickory and just did the most horrifying telepathic intimidation you can imagine to this poor girl. Meanwhile, Twink and Fairmont were out fishing after talking briefly about Fairmont being uncertain if he would survive search for the Aeon engine and his want for Twink to keep an eye on Hush. Everybody woke up. Everybody said various apologies and and kind words, and then everyone took a bath. And then still in the early half of the morning, everybody got into the carriage, said their goodbyes to Fairmont, who confirmed he probably wouldn't be back at the house the next time they returned. Told Twink where he keeps the hidden key. And then you all set out for Valorfall. A nice long trip. Oh yes, Hickory did get her hand back, at least the bit that exists.
And now my con's fucking cracked.
Gaslighting.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
Gaslighting.
Oh yes, the gaslighting.
Yeah, Mara gaslit
Yes.
Dolus for roughly 20 straight minutes.
Yeah, Bloom almost revealed to Dolus that Mara has made a pact with Baradorn, the Earth Dao. And Dolus was promptly gaslit for about 25 minutes by Mara, with the help of Plume, who caught on to the fact that this was supposed to be a secret. Eventually, Dolus was convinced to be on edge and attentive for signs of Baradorn, but he was also convinced that Mara has not made a pact, nor is Mara aware of Baradorn. And I believe we're slotted in. So, with all that out of the way, you had come over the hill and seen a good glimpse of the horizon, the city of Valorfall in the distance, as well as the strange chunk of terrain that has been carved out in the distance by the plains shifting about. You can also see the hillside speckled with mines and refineries, sort of spewing ash and smoke into the sky north of Valorfall as you all are approaching. And as you get closer, as we are beginning the session proper, there is a lot of just muck in the air around Valorfall. The mining and refining and stone cutting town with a fair amount of I would say modern attempts at doing these things, as modern as you can get in this sort of setting. And so there is a lot of smoke and ash in the sky. The terrain is generally sort of turning more gray. You're getting less grass as you approach the city. A lot of those fields you'd been passing by and are gone, and instead just replaced with like housing scattered here and there. There are some sheep in some pastures being tended by farmers, and as you're going through, you generally get the idea that this is a big city and is fairly nice, but out here with a lot of the workers, it's really kind of dirty. It's a little unkempt. The money that seems to go into the city to build it up as you see approaching it doesn't really seem to get out here all that much. Very stereotypical medieval sort of feudalism exterior of a town. The gates are open. There is, as you approach, a river that goes exactly along one side of Valorfall and sort of serves as a makeshift moat from this direction that you're coming through. So you do have to cross a drawbridge, but it's a lot less strict here than the city of Fort Dawn, so you don't get stopped by any guards or anything. You go past a couple of merchants moving some grain in and out, another cart of rocks that's just heading out, but you roll just fine into the city of Valorfall, and there is a small bump on your wheels as you go from the gravelly terrain to wood, and then another bump as you are on cobblestone, if you were in a proper city.
So,
In a sense, how big would you say the city is in comparison to other cities we've been in?
It is definitely smaller than Tia and the city of Fort Dawn, considering they're both capitals. and probably a little bit smaller than Riesti was, just because Riesti was such a developing sort of thing. It is definitely large enough to be a city. It is larger than a town, but you get the sense that it's not really growing, and it is a small city.
Okay.
Big enough
So-
you could get lost in it. Small enough you won't get lost in it for multiple days.
So, what first? I mean, obviously we've got to park the horses and everything, but
We haven't been shopping in a while.
Can we get candy?
Yes.
I'm probably...
We should probably also secure shelter.
Candy first.
Candy
Okay.
first.
I'm going to find a place to sleep first.
I can see if I can find a bounty board and see if there's anything about that glove you found.
Should we split up then?
Where
Good
would we
idea.
meet? Nobody knows where anything is in this city.
We can meet back here. Or
We
wherever
meet
we
back
put
at the
horses.
stables, yeah, wherever we drop the horses off.
Okay.
And when in doubt, Hush can find us.
We can talk through each other. Me.
Who's getting candy?
Alina, I'm not sure you want to come with me after what happened last time we went off together.
No, I will not be doing that. I will be going to find a bed with Twink.
Okay.
I'll go with Hickory, just so none of us are alone.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So, stables are decently easy to find. They just a little ways into this walled off section. There are several. You have a few options for stables, even if you want. All of them seem to be about the same price and about the same quality. You get the sense that they're competing with each other in the broadest sense of the term. So, regardless of where you tuck all of your horses and your carriage for the night, it's probably going to be about a gold a night for each of the places.
Do we prepay or
Prepay.
fuck?
With an assurance that you will get any extra gold back if you leave early.
All right. Well,
My
whatever the
word.
closest one to us is, we'll say that's the one we'll use, and then I'll give them 5 gold for 5 nights.
All right, you drop your carriage off at the horse's hammock. Nice little stable. They take the 5 gold. They give you a little slip.
Cash or
There-
card.
And then they do. They ask
You
if
validate
just-
parking.
You are you not from around here?
A little come from that direction.
I mean, we're one of the most northern places, so I think everyone comes from that direction.
Great, but we're going that direction.
Oh, all right. Well, if you need any directions around the city, be a pleasure to help you.
Right, where's the best place to stay around here?
Best place to stay. Well, to be honest with you, around this section of the city, don't. I'd probably go up a little closer to the manor. If looking at your carriage, it seems like you probably have a little bit of spending money. There's 1 or 2 nice taverns up there. Say, the best one, probably the Refinery, so what they call it. I
Oh.
know, considering a town with lots of refineries, not smart,
Yeah,
but
that's okay. No, appreciate it.
it's a good place.
Hickory kind of like approaches Twink as he turns away from the conversation. It's just, It would actually probably be helpful if I had the glove, if that's okay with you.
The glove?
The gauntlet.
The
that was-
gauntlet. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, here. Perhaps we don't walk around with this out in the open.
I was gonna put it
Perhaps.
in my bag.
Right, but your bag doesn't hide things from people like mine does.
That is true.
So,
I will go ask around, and we'll figure out what to do after.
yeah, just that don't want people thinking we killed people and took their shit.
Good point.
You have somebody's dead shit.
People shit themselves when they die, and I don't usually fancy myself with scooping it up when I'm done.
But you just said you don't want to. I get paid to mind the horses.
Do you know where the nearest bounty board is, or bounty hunters guild?
No guild in this town. You might find a good board up near the noble houses, where the lower half of the city meets the upper half.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. Enjoy your dead shit. Then you all gonna interact a little more? Or are you gonna split up at this point?
Before we split up, I'll say to Twink, so you have that key that leads to the place with all the emeralds and rubies and whatnot and pearls in the chest, yes? I think that this is it seems to be a mining and refining town. If anywhere, this would be a great place to exchange some of that into gold for a proper price.
Would be actually probably the worst place to do that because mining town, abundance of those things.
Well, mining town also is good at appraising gems for what they're actually worth.
That, yes. But let's not liquidate here, though.
All right.
Ready, Dulles?
Let's go.
I suppose we would actually probably hang around for Twink and Alina because we're going similar directions back toward the northern end of the city.
Yes. Okay.
Candy.
So
Yeah, wait, did everybody, did the candy group run off before I found out where we're staying? I need to know this, because I would have told everyone where we're going to
That's
stay.
fine. You can tell us in my
Definitely.
brain.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Hickory would turn back, see Dulles, see nobody else, and go, Hush. Where'd you go?
Candy.
Twink, have you told Hickory where we're staying yet?
I would have, yeah, I would tell everybody who was still there.
We're staying at the refinery in the northern side.
Candy.
Okay. She severs the connection.
You sever it?
I mean, not like sever it, but the equivalent of hang up.
She stops talking.
Yeah,
she doesn't. She doesn't
Sever
cut
it,
her.
I
phone
cannot talk to
cord,
you.
She just hangs the cord.
Yeah.
Puts you
Got
on
it.
hold.
I
There you
put
go.
you back on the receiver.
Candy.
Twink and Alina and Hick and Dolus, all of them heading north. Dolus is really good with directions, moderately unfamiliar with cities. So while he keeps heading in a general northward direction, not super great for navigating. However, Twink, having lived the last decade or so in Altairi, and Hick and Doc being bounty hunters who come from a very confusingly laid out city, are doing just fine and navigating through these sort of narrow streets. You get the sense that the further in you go to the city, away from the walls, the narrower the streets are getting, as if the outside is for like moving a bunch of things around, and as you get in, it's just for walking about. You definitely couldn't fit a cart in any of these streets anymore, unless it was like a singular hand cart. everything is sort of stacked up, at least 2 stories at this point. They're all sort of a Middle European style, where there's a lot of things, like a lot of loft sort of things popping out to the sides, little balconies here and there. And it is cleaner than it is outside the walls, but you still get the sense that it's a rougher town. Like no one here is like the city of Fort Dawn or Teok, where they're all just sort of lounging about. Like everybody here works.
Busy city.
How similar is it in terms of like function over form to Iceholm?
It is definitely more function over appearance. It is still nowhere near the pure, like, industrialized, broken down way Iceholm is.
Mhm.
There is still some sense of, like, liveliness to things going on here and there. You walk past a few bars and a couple little cafes, so, like, there is still a sense of, like, things are still sort of casual in places. Definitely not the regimented kind of layered way Iceholm is, but you do feel a little more at home than you have here than in other towns.
Yeah.
A lot of people moving with purpose.
It kind of reminds me a lot of home.
This place.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's got a job to do. They seem to be wanting to get to it. We just don't usually have stuff like that. And she points at one of the bars as they pass.
I for some reason I have a feeling these people don't really want to work. Most people don't want to work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish I didn't have to work.
What do you do?
Be nice to her. She's traumatized.
I just have to know. I mean, what does she do? Is she do what?
I helped fight the dragon.
Right, but that's not your job.
Then why do I keep doing it?
I
'Cause you
don't know.
love
That's a
us.
you question.
Right. Kind of like little slows her pace a little to let Hick and Twink gain. Kind of walks next to Dolus. It's like, hello.
Hello.
How do you like the city?
It's a bit, crowded. Feel like the air could be a bit cleaner, but it's to be expected of a city that deals in these sort of things.
Is the air really clean in the where you're from? I imagine it would be, considering.
It's completely pure.
Oh, that does sound nice.
Sort of like if you breathe in here, you breathe in deep, you can feel the air pushing through your throat because it's heavy. In the elemental plane of air, it's light as a feather.
That sounds nice.
Yes, it's very nice there.
I don't think I've ever breathed light as a feather.
It's the area is nice, the air is nice. People generally not so much.
Maybe it's a good thing that the planes are sort of mingling then. We can get the best of both worlds.
Maybe.
Or maybe everything will just sort of level out and be okay.
Maybe. I mean, okay is still better than bad, I suppose.
True. Sometimes you just have to settle with okay. Sometimes okay is okay. Well, I guess that's in the name.
Yeah. It's not really made for cities per se. I mean, in the elemental plane of air, settlements were small, but there were many of them. And then I lived in the woods, and then I was on a boat. It's just these sort of crowded areas are not really something I'm used to.
That's fair. I only ever really encountered cities when I would go into Altairi with my parents.
Hmm.
And then I mean I went to the academy, but I didn't really explore the city, so I kind of just stayed in my dorm, and then went to class, and then went back to my dorm.
Well, we can explore the city now.
True. I don't know how to go about.
Exploring?
I went to my dorm, and then to class, and then to my
Right.
dorm.
Exploring is the easiest thing you can do, Alina. You just walk and look. And you're already exploring.
I don't know what I'm looking for.
Anything. Anything that catches your eye.
Okay.
You're already doing it. Good.
Yeah. She like smiles at you. Yeah, guess I am.
Just nod. Keep walking.
A little ahead, Hickory is kind of like flexing her fingers to see, because Fairmont had said that the fingers weren't near as responsive,
Mm-hmm.
or at least as responsive as her actual fingers, so she's kind of like testing it.
You'll totally be able to grip everything just fine.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna be dealing cards with that hand ever again.
Okay. Yeah.
Any of the real, like, any very nimble digit motions are gonna be difficult. So you'll probably need to practice a little more to get back in the hang of writing, since they're gonna be a little stiffer. But you get the sense that with the basic functions back, given time, you'll accommodate.
What's the matter? Did he calibrate it wrong?
No, I think it's okay. It's just a little stiff. I mean, you know, they're not my fingers exactly, so.
Right. You're gonna have to get used to doing what it is you want to do, and then not changing what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. How much of this is your handiwork, Twink?
Probably 50%.
I mean, and she's looking at the glove, but she remembers for the most part what it looked like, and was like, it was beautiful work.
Yeah. Not my best.
I mean, hey, we're here, so if you want to do tweaks, we always can.
No, it's a little late for that now. You're already responsive.
Suppose so.
If you were missing your whole arm, I'd say yes, but if I were to tweak now, you could lose,
Function.
Yeah.
I think it's nice. It'll work.
You guys, past a few more like bigger shops. You are at one point definitely going to pass by like a blacksmith that's working on things. It's sort of a big open air kind of workshop where you can see everything that's going on. It kind of just has an overhang so that the guy doesn't get rained on while he's working. And then it has a more interior sort of shop that has things hung up, but all of the work is happening visibly as you pass. And then eventually, as you were approaching the sort of keep that you saw in the distance, it is large. It's probably the size of, for a real world example, the Notre Dame. So like it's big, but it's certainly not as big as like the castles you guys have seen. And it is rimmed by a second inner wall of the city that sort of separates it from the rest of the city. But as you approach, you go up a set of steps, and almost immediately everything starts getting nicer in this run-up. And you get the sense that you're entering the noble part of the city, where some of the more well-off traders are. Yes, Hickory.
I just want to make sure, because I think we talked about this, but there is no classism in Iceholm, right? Like, there's no nicer
Nope.
part. It's all pretty
everybody just has their jobs and does their jobs. There's not really an upper or lower in Iceholm, so.
Twink, why are a lot of the cities like this?
Like what?
Like, these nobles, all the cities so pretty and nice, but you get down to where people are working and it's kind of crappy.
I mean, that's socioeconomics.
Socio what?
Socioeconomics.
I don't get it.
Oh, it's where basically you're divided based on your usefulness to society and how much money you make.
That's dumb.
I
Why
mean,
not just trade?
trade what?
Well, in Iceholm, we have the things that we make. We exchange them for other things that we make. Nothing's
Right.
really seen as more or less useful.
Okay.
So everybody's kind of even.
Okay. Not how it's seen here. You know, a person who makes bread and a person who cuts wood. I'm not going to trade wood for bread unless I need the wood.
But you need the wood to make the bread.
Well, you could use other things. You could use charcoal. You could use, many other things.
That's stupid.
Eventually, the wood person might not have anybody to trade with.
I guess.
That puts them below the bread person, who everybody wants to trade with.
Well, then why are certain people so special, like Matthias and the council and everything? They don't make anything.
Right? But, they do. I guarantee you all of them have a business of some kind that provides a service, which they get paid for, and probably handsomely.
Just doesn't seem fair.
Life isn't fair, Hickory.
Hickory the socialist.
Alina in the back hearing all this, like, it seems like a lot of your trading comes from necessity, Hickory. I mean, if you're all just sort of living in a hole in the ground, then everything's just as important as everything else.
Yeah, we work together. So why should anybody be any more important than somebody else?
I mean, but up here there's a lot. Like Twink said, it's wood or charcoal or this wood from another person. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's fair. It's just, there's more up here.
I guess so. Crap, have I spotted a bounty board yet?
I actually was just about to ask if you could give me a roll.
Sure. I love rolling. What am I rolling?
Since you are gonna be wandering around looking for one, just roll a perception check for me.
Okie dokie.
Does she get advantage since I'm looking with her?
Yes.
Thank God. Okay, dirty 20.
Okay.
The previous one was a 9.
So, I will say, you guys get to a large inn that is in the shadow of the inner wall. It is 3 stories tall, sort of longer building that does have a big sign that says the refinery, and then the sign has like little stamped smokestacks in it, and it seems very lively in there. It is a very clean building, despite the name. And as you get to the refinery, you haven't seen the board yet. So you get the sense that it might be off the beaten path a little, or you might have to ask around for it. But Twink and Alina have found their destination of the inn.
We're all standing in front of the inn at this point, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I look back at Hickory and I go, now this place here, right?
Mhm.
If this place costs the same amount to stay at as the places that we pass by walking here, do you think that would be fair to this place?
I mean, it's still a bed, right?
Right. But this is much nicer and cleaner, don't you think?
But the only reason the other ones are dirty is because they have less money.
You could say that, but also It could be other factors.
I suppose.
Like, what if I just went down and bought a shack down there in the middle of nowhere? Didn't put any effort into it, but I said, hey, everybody has to pay me the same amount as the other people.
I guess that comes down to quality of work. Regardless, maybe somebody inside knows where I can find a board.
And you're all heading into the inn, and we are going to, meanwhile, to the Candy Crew.
Candy.
Part of me wants to ask Mara because he's the adult, but Lotus is the one who's the best with directions.
So we have the same background.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true. I always forget that that's also your background.
I'm lost.
One of you make a roll with advantage since you both have the Wanderer background.
Just a 20 or
I was going to say, can you make a perception roll? You're walking down.
I got it.
Okie dokie.
Oh, okay.
Advantage. 23.
23. Okay, that's solid. You guys are sort of, if the city is like an oval, which the city is like an oval. You guys are on sort of this bottom U trajectory. You're walking around looking at various stores in the southern part of the city. The kids both just so happy about candy and bouncing. Mara, I imagine, also very happy about candy and maybe bouncing. I guess that's up to you.
Bouncing, whistling.
It is a lot of residences in this area for a while. You're walking past a lot of like people who clearly work at various mines or refineries, but make enough that they live inside the walls. There's a lot of like less than savory types hanging out in alleys. A lot of ruffians, a lot of hooligans. So just a couple of scoundrels hanging out in every alley you pass. I don't know why I find that funny. But you do, as you were going, start passing by the occasional shop. It mostly seems to just be selling like bread and goods to the people who live around there. And I say, Lotus doesn't know enough about cities to really gather this. Hush is out of tune with society entirely. But Mara, you know enough to gather that candy is probably going to be more towards the nicer chunk of the city, because candy is an extravagant thing. But also because of the way you're going, you'll loop around. So you continue on your sort of U that is becoming a J trajectory. And you pass by some guards. Lotus, can you make a stealth check for me?
Sure. Natural 20 for 20.
Okay. You very, very well are disguised and hidden from being an Aarakocra. Your cloak making it look like you just have fluffy wings. Or not fluffy wings, like you have a fluffy, like, feathered cloak on. And after a solid chunk of walking, once you get to sort of the upper right quarter of the town, you guys have all been enjoying various sights. Some trees here and there, cute little housing front yards and things that you all get excited about. There are some fun painted houses here and there, but again, overall it's kind of a boring city, especially for kids. Until you also walk up some steps, and everything immediately starts getting nicer.
Fancy.
And not too far from the lower, more residential half of the city. Who's got the best passive here. I think
It's definitely Lotus.
it is.
It's
Yeah,
Hush.
because Lotus beat out Mara recently. So yeah, Lotus is the first to start smelling just delicious sweet smells.
We're close. We're near.
I think they have chocolate covered fruit like that one city that I
Maybe.
hated.
Chocolate on fruit?
Yeah,
Mhm.
really
You
good.
could put chocolate on fruit?
So you round a corner and there's a sort of nice it's a courtyard, I would suppose to say. It's more like a larger intersection of paths that just has one nice little like big lamp post in the center of it, and on one of the corners is indeed a candy shop. It has very opaque glass windows that you can vaguely see candies through, and a door that is jarred open for business. Well, you run in.
No, I'm pulling him back. Adults first.
Teleport?
Just pushing
You
over two
teleport?
children.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? No, I push Mara with telekinetic shove. Make a strength save.
It's called Tally's Confectionery. If anybody wants to.
Why did we let them go on their own?
So Mara, you're like adults first, and then you just suddenly get shoved 5 feet to the left as Hush
Move it,
runs
Grandpa!
in.
Let's go. Let's go.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, I don't mean to interrupt, but even regardless of whatever they're both doing, Lotus probably gets there first.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Lotus was not a part of the me first like.
Lotus was
squabble.
in the door.
Lotus is hopping into the shop excitedly while they are trying to get in, and then Hush comes in behind her, and then Mara. This is a cute little shop. It's very crowded. Lotus, it's kind of reminiscent of Sally's.
Oh
sense-
my!
But it is very well, like, it is crowded in the sense that there's stuff everywhere. It's all organized stuff. It just seems like they are constantly making things and shelving things. And you see some people in the back in like a kitchen that you are able to see just making something in pots.
I put my hand on Hush's shoulder.
You put your hand on Hush's shoulder.
He's
But you're just waving at the people. They're back there cooking, so you guys don't see like anybody immediately working on anything. Mara and Lotus, both of your passives, you do notice that there is like a little bell by the door.
I'll ring it.
You ring the bell, and immediately this guy in the back who's working with his just this big dude turns around, and just hello, yeah.
Hi.
Hi. Are you
What?
related to Sally?
She like walks up like, what?
There was a store in Shasla who had another person, and they also said hello like that.
You met my cousin.
Ah!
How is she?
She's good.
That's good.
She sold me this. I pull up the Bear of Awakening.
Is that soap?
It's the Bear of Awakening. It wakes people up sometimes.
Oh, it's special soap. Okay.
Okay.
Well, excellent to meet you. What's your name?
Lotus.
Hello. And your friends?
I'm Mara.
And little fella?
Oh, his name is Hush. He can't really talk very well.
Oh, all right. I see. Sorry about that.
I'm leaning over really quickly though before this and gonna whisper in Hush's ear. gonna eat your fucking vegetables for that. And then I'll lean back out.
I'm gonna in Mara's mind. Make me. Intimidation check. No, I'm not doing that to him.
Well, I get the sense since you were surprised, you weren't coming here to meet me and talk about my cousin. You're probably coming here for candy.
Candy.
What interests you?
I had like a bucket of taffy that ran out recently, so I was hoping to refill it.
Well, we're a little too far from the sea for taffy. We usually make it with salt water. But, chewy candy. I've got licorice. Got a lot of licorice. We make that in strips. I have
this
black
one?
and red licorice.
This one loves black licorice, and he points at Hush.
Do you?
Hush pulls down his thing. Hush pulls down the thing in your mind, in my friend's mind. No.
In the shopkeep's mind?
Yeah. No. And he mimics it. You want to make a deception check?
Yeah, I would.
Sure, I don't have my dice
Yeah,
out.
I would.
Natural 20!
We're good. We're good. We're
28!
fine. Yeah, he just sort of. Oh, I thought he couldn't talk. Did you just
Oh, he
lose your
does.
voice for a bit?
Oh, he does this like weird mind thing. I wouldn't pay too much attention to it.
What?
Like I said, he really likes black licorice.
I didn't know you liked black licorice.
He loves that stuff. Like
Yeah,
back whenever
I look over to Mara.
like a few days ago, we were at like someone's house. He just ate up the whole jar.
I'm getting strange and conflicting messages.
I just say in his mind.
What's he saying to you?
No, I don't. No, I don't like. I don't like black licorice. Don't.
Are
listen
you
to this
just
man.
talking in his mind now, or are
Oh
you
yeah,
still
at this
mimicking?
point. At this point, it's just in his mind.
What's happening?
Just
Like
put it on the
licorice.
side. He's really shy.
Forgive me. I'm very quite unsettled by this. Not quite used to magic children talking in my head.
I don't like black licorice.
You're not
Butterscotch, though.
You're not gonna hurt my brain, right?
No, you make candy.
If I didn't make candy,
I guess. Well, we haven't. You make candy.
Do you have butterscotch?
Oh yeah.
I've got butterscotch right over there. Get yourself a little bag. Here, he like slides some little baggies, little paper bags over. Just fill that up, and we'll
Just hobbles over.
The kids right over there, and he just like looks at Mar, and he's like, "What? Fuck! What the shit?
They're just really excited to be in the city. Don't worry about it.
Does she have feathers?
No, it's like a fluffy coat.
No, I mean on her face."
Oh, yeah, like she kind of like stuck them on there because she's having like this. She's really obsessed with like these arts and crafts.
Make a deception check with disadvantage.
Fuck. Well, I already hit a 6. I'm assuming that might be Leo. We just couldn't get him off her face. She's really loves
Alright.
that stuff.
Yeah, right. Look, I don't want any trouble, so I'll just give you half off, and you fill up some bags, and I'll act like I never saw you.
Thank you.
Just over there, just scooping.
The other
Butterscotch
person
into a
who's
bag.
like stirring is like, Tally, what's going on back there? Nothing's happening. Just some kids wanting candy.
While you're at it, you got any like fruit cover, like some fruity stuff? Maybe some like chocolate covered fruit? I had some in a different place once.
I have some fruit jam filled things, but we don't get a lot of fresh fruit up here.
Anything like chocolate with like some cream in it, or fudge?
Gonna run you a little extra, but yeah, I've got some.
Big
Mm.
fudge guy. Do the
Goes
fudge.
under his counter, and you see in this like little glass case he's in front of. He pulls out a little box. He's like this, pops it open. Strawberry cream in chocolate truffles.
Ooh.
It's a lot to make, so they 5 gold a box, but it's more than worth it, I assure you.
And half off would be 2.
Like looks over at Hush and Lotus filling the bags, and he's like, 3?
I can do 3.
5 for everything, then.
Works for me.
And please don't come back. So you guys finish filling. Tell me what kind of candy you're looking for, other than butterscotch.
What other kinds do I want? I don't think I want anything else.
Okay, well, Hush has all butterscotch. Lotus,
Um.
there is red licorice.
What does red licorice taste like compared to black licorice?
Black licorice is bad. I don't
Is
know
red
about red.
licorice good?
Ask to.
Tally!
Yes. What can I do for you? Anything.
What's the
Let's.
difference between red and black licorice?
Black licorice is bitter, and red licorice is sweet. I'll give you a sample of both if you need. If you gotta move this along.
Just the red one. I tasted the black one. The
Right?
other day.
He like shuffles under the thing really quickly. He's like, here you go. Just a little stick of red licorice.
Oh. Yum.
Can I try? That's the Lotus.
Here you go.
Oh.
I'm gonna get
It's
some.
in that jar over there on that wall.
Okay.
There's a lot of little like chocolate confectionaries, and then a lot of like hard candies is going to be a majority of the shop. Your soft ones are basically what I've already described to you, and after that,
Mhm.
it's pretty much all hard candy.
Hush has like the entire bag that they gave has been full. Has been
Mm-hmm.
like puts it up in the counter. Mark, can you ask him for another bag?
Another bag.
Another bag.
How much for another bag?
Just another gold. Just another. Let's keep this moving. Keep it moving, please.
Hush like this is sorry. I know you don't like this, and he just like puts up a bag of gold. Isn't this enough for all the butterscotch? 45 gold.
Just stares at the bag. Looks at
Is that
Mara. Looks at Hush. You know, you keep your money. It's only one of those little coins for another bag.
And goes, he pulls out like a handful and goes, puts on 5 and goes, thank you.
I'll put my gold away. Just pull out like 2.
I haven't had butterscotch in a long time.
You fill up several bags of butterscotch. Lotus, are you getting a nice little assorted collection?
Yeah, she's gonna get
Okay.
like 3 bags of assorted.
3 bags of okay.
I'll
Guess
pull out
you
my
all have
gold
you
again.
do have your own money. Then Mara, you're getting the truffles.
Yeah. Truffles and I guess like I'll get like 1 little thing of butterscotch.
1 bag of butterscotch, or just 1 butterscotch?
1 butterscotch.
You could have it. You're good. Just take it. Just go. Good. It was great meeting all of you.
Wait,
Please.
one more thing.
Oh God.
And you two don't hear it. This is just him. Do you wouldn't happen to have candy frogs, would you? It's it's chocolate that looks like a frog.
Don't. That okay?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
And a little black licorice. Last thing.
Take it. Just take it. Just grab it. Just
All
grab
right.
it. Just grab it and go, please.
Hey, bye bye. If we see
Bye.
Sally again, I'll tell her I said hi.
Yes, absolutely. It was great meeting someone who knows the cousin. Great. Glad she's alive. Wonderful.
So,
You guys
thank you
like
so much
walk
for the
out.
butterscotch.
You guys get like 5 feet out the door, and then you hear the little like peg that was holding the door get like just kicked out of place of the door. Just.
We got so much candy.
We scared that guy.
Did we?
Yeah.
Did we? Hey,
Oh.
try.
Yeah. He wasn't really happy. Lotus, he saw your.
Oh.
Was they not supposed to talk to him?
Probably not. Gotta be a little bit more careful, guys.
I
Okay.
tried, and then you kept trying to double down on me liking black licorice.
You're being an asshole, all right?
You pushed me first, Mara!
I pulled you. Excuse you.
And I pulled you that way.
Meanwhile, back at the group who has entered the inn.
Walking into the inn, Hickory's like, I sure hope they're not getting into any trouble.
Hickory, we're not in any trouble.
Mara sneezes.
I hope they're not gonna get into any trouble. Yeah, I pushed you. I'm so.
Bless you.
He sneezes on Hush's face. Just open mouth sneezes onto Hush.
Oh my god.
That's when you find out Hush is a germaphobe.
Yes, okay. So
Okay, yeah.
you enter the inn, and it's very nice. It is lit by little they are cracked drift globes. They are essentially just inert little glowing orbs of glass that are placed in little alcoves along the walls, as well as tiny little torches here and there, and then on the tables there are candles. So it's very well lit in here, but it's a very subdued light since so much of it is candle light or soft light. So, and it's not super busy right now. It's like late afternoon, so everybody's out working who's going to be coming here to drink, and anybody who's coming here to sleep is not here yet. So
I was gonna say, are the counters separated between like in check-in and bar?
No,
Or
there's
are
just
they
like
the same thing.
just one bar that you see
Okay.
in the back. And there's one lady there cleaning while another younger girl is picking up a bunch of stuff at a table that must have been recently vacated.
Hmm.
And there's a gentleman in the corner just playing away at a harp really calmly.
Well, Twink, let's check out a room, see if the innkeeper knows anything about where to find a board, and then, well, I guess we'll see in a bit.
Yeah, this place will do.
This place will... Like, Hickory's, like, kind of looking around in it, like, what the fuck?
It is gorgeous. So you just gonna walk up to the lady at the the counter. What can I do for you?
4 rooms.
4 rooms. That'll be 3 gold a night per room. 12 a night.
No, I'm aware I was doing more advanced math than that.
Ah,
We'll pay on a nightly basis. We don't know how long we'll be here.
fair enough, understandable. Just make sure you get your pays in before sunset. We usually fill up around then.
Oi.
I'm Rhea. that over there's Lon. If you need anything, we're the two who's most round.
Rhea, would you happen to know where I could find a bounty board?
Oh. Hunter.
Yeah.
Nearest bounty board's gonna be just over by the gate into the noble house. And, just a word to the wise, you're probably gonna see some guards over there. They're probably gonna hassle you. Just, don't start nothing with them. Say your yeses and your thank yous, and they'll leave you alone.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Where is that?
Head out this door, left, keep walking until you get to the big portcullis.
I'll pull out 3 gold, put it on the counter for one of the rooms.
Thank you kindly.
Hickory pulls out 3 as well. He's like, I can handle my portion tonight. Hopefully, I'll be getting paid.
Right. Twink, you shore up the other 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Do you want anything to drink or eat?
I'm
One
sure.
small meal free of charge with the room.
I jump up on the bar. You ain't got shit else to do, so
Like you jump up, you're like sitting at one of the chairs in the bar.
yeah.
And just, all right. What'll it be? Logan. You hear in the back just, yeah. What do we have? Potatoes and pork or ham's head.
So that's both pork. That's You got a non-pork option? I've been eating a lot of pork recently.
No hog. You can have a small cut of steak with potato, if you want.
Yep, that'll do.
Can I claim it later?
Of course. Just 1 per night.
Okay.
Let
Dulles?
you know.
You won't get back.
Logan, a steak and
potatoes. Leah's like just shocked at the shouting, and then just like last chance, she's like, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna breathe for a minute and try the ham head, the hog head, the what? He looks at Twink. What was it?
Ham's head.
The
Yeah.
ham head, yeah.
Which is
okay.
a hog head. I mean, it's the same thing.
Oh, right. I'm gonna eat.
Okay. Have fun.
Sits
Relax
down
a bit.
next to Twink. You guys head out to go find the bounty board.
Mhm.
And Twink, after only like 2 minutes, you're brought out a little rare steak, small, like yay big, and then potatoes that are hot, but they were definitely made like 30 minutes ago and kept hot. And then as your food comes out to Rhea, Alina's just like, I'll try the head.
Hey, yo.
And then the barmaid just nods and also screams back through this tiny little window to the sounds of an angry man in the kitchen, and then just goes back to like helping the other girl clean around. So, how you doing?
It's absolutely fantastic if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, I mean, there's last night and then this morning, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I was mostly out of it, but it seemed a little on edge.
Right? Yep. No, I mean, yep.
I mean, kids aren't here now. The others aren't here now. You want to talk about it?
Oh, What do we talk about?
I don't know, the burden you feel about bringing children on a life or death excursion.
You don't feel a burden from that?
I'm not feeling a lot these days, Twink. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Do you want to talk about that?
I see I have fallen into a trap of my own making. And I'm desperately wanting that pork to be in front of me now, just so I can eat it and not talk. I used to be the daughter of a noble house in the largest country on Earth, of which I am now a fugitive of. I am, my whole family is dead after they disowned me, so that was nice. I sold off my estate, bought a spell I can't cast, was brought into your group as becoming a fugitive into another country that I had fled to, was promptly threatened at gunglaive point by a small child after I had been kidnapped. Still hasn't apologized, by the way. And then I was in war, and then I was possessed by a strange otherworldly version of an old friend, not friends, connection of yours. And then I was shot 2 nights ago, 3 nights ago, 4 nights ago. It's all kind of blending together at this point. And I'm gonna be the fucking librarian. I'm gonna be the...
I mean, you didn't have to come along if you didn't want to.
I really wanted to meet Delilah. By the way, finally got to meet my hero.
Yeah, it's not like
No, she's that was a good part. That was solid. I mean, I mean, she's
but you
a
should
lot
never
more
meet
like
your
you.
heroes, though. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. Give it a few years. You'll get the feeling back, I'm sure.
Wink.
Yeah.
You know, actually, I was about to ask, if I tell you something, will you not tell the rest of the group? And then I remembered I'm talking to you. So...
But yes, guaranteed.
Yeah. I... get this sort of queasy thing in my stomach when I look at Dolus, and I don't know what that is.
Ah, nausea.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, but I assume it's symptomatic of something, not just nausea.
Well, typically nausea is a symptom of a lot of things. I mean, you could have cancer.
We know what cancer is?
This is a made-up world, and there is still cancer.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Anyways, so yeah, no, I get that it could be anything, but it's not like I'm nauseous all the time, or like I'm blah 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 blah, or like I have other symptoms other than poor sleep. But I think that has to do with the possession. Also the war, maybe. I guess that happened right after the war, so I never had any time to level where my post-traumatic stress was with that. I saw people get eaten, which is not something I ever thought I'd see.
I almost got eaten.
Oh, yeah, you went into that building with all the werewolves.
Yeah, and then that one was holding me, remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it was. That was a lot in like 3 days.
You know what your problem is?
What?
You're too emotional.
Looks at
You look over and I'm just like chewing on a piece of raw meat.
I'm surrounded by psychopaths.
I I'm not telling you to be like me, Alina. It'd take many more years for you to become like me.
How old are you? How long does it take to get this jaded with existence?
16 years.
You're 16?
No, that's how long it takes.
Oh, okay. The fuck happened to you 16 years ago?
No, it's not important anymore.
Okay. I'm sure there will be ample opportunity to unpack that at some point.
Probably not, no.
I think I have feelings for the Birdman.
Those are the emotions I'm talking about.
But also, I look at the Birdman, and I think about the other night when I got shot, or a
Right.
few weeks ago when his sister held me at gunpoint.
Right.
And it brings a lot of conflicted emotions in
Yeah.
my little soul.
Here's the key word again. Emotions. Yo, I bet I could learn a spell to help with that.
If you render my emotions null and void, I guarantee the first thing I'll do is kill you.
Well, I mean, you would try to kill me.
That is true.
And it wouldn't, like, it's not null and void. It's just like, taking the edge off.
Isn't that what
Your
drinking is
queasiness would
for?
be more like a gurgle.
Are you gonna give me the opposite of a love potion?
Huh? No. What? I don't know. That's something Mara would do.
I should talk to Mara.
No.
I don't know the other solutions, Twig. I was a shut-in.
Have you talked to Dolus about this?
No! Are
Why
you
not?
insane?
Yes. What? But I don't like. There's a factor here. Everything you've talked about so far is pertained to that bird. So talk to that bird, and then from there you either move on or you're motionless for the rest of your life. It's one or the other. Then you become like me, which is unfortunate. I hope that doesn't happen to you. But you could still, you have a chance. You can move on.
I get to design the library.
Huh?
I get to design the library.
Are you asking?
No.
I'm confused here. What are you saying?
I'm going to design the library, and that will be my library that I am librarian of on the island of Twintania.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want there. You don't have to be a
Okay.
librarian. I was just
I'm
saying you
going
could be the librarian. Would you like to be the librarian?
I would like to be an archmage.
Okay, well then you can do that too. It's just a goal. I mean, good luck, but I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. I mean, it kind of is, but
Why are
all
you
I'm
the
saying
person?
is the world we live in on Twinktania, you are whatever you make yourself.
I'm gonna
Kind of
make
how it
myself
started.
scarce.
So, oh, are you leaving? Your food's not even here yet.
No, I meant when I'm on Twigtania, I'm gonna make myself scarce.
Pretty small island. We'll probably find you pretty quickly.
You'd be surprised how deep earth elementals can dig.
I have another question. Wait a minute. First off, why the fuck did you sit down and think this was a good conversation to have with me?
Well, I could
Oh,
have it with Mara, who I'm pretty sure couldn't keep a secret if his life depended on it. It's irony, Pulse. Mara, who couldn't keep a secret if his life depended on it. Not Dolus, not kid number 1, not murder kid number 2, and I mean Hickory and Doc are nice, but I just worry that they'll think of it too emotionally, and then I'll be in the same boat that I'm in currently. they'll be like, oh, maybe just let your feelings be feelings. I thought you'd give me some kind of robot answer, which I guess you kind of did. Unfortunately, it was the same answer they gave me.
Who's they?
Hick and... Well, I guess just Hick. I kind of... They...
Do you want me to give you the robot answer? I'll give you the robot answer.
What is the robot answer?
The robot answer is to leave and never come back and don't talk to any of us ever again.
No.
Okay.
No. She full just onto the
That
counter.
sounded like it hurt.
It did. That was the point.
That's not logical.
Rhea just comes up, like, glancing at you, and then glancing at her, and just slides a plate next to her head on the counter.
Boy trouble,
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
you should talk to her. She's never gonna talk to anybody.
What do I do if the guy, like, is definitely not into me, and also his little sister literally wants me dead? Why'd you volunteer me for this?
I mean, it's kind of like that's what you do, though, right? I mean, you talk to the people at the bar, you get to know them. I mean, this is kind of your thing.
Why does she want you dead? She thought I was like a traitor to the cause, and then I don't know if she has object permanence, so I don't think she could relate that I'm not. Also, I think just Twink. Honestly, I think Lotus is just a whole can of worms that's waiting to like explode at any given moment.
Really? I don't think that's the case at all. I feel like she forgave you like 20 days ago.
Okay, whether or not that's true, I still think she might be a can of worms that's like ready to explode at any moment, regardless of me. Sounds like your boy's sister might be a little mental. Well, yeah, she's 2. Not human? No. Right. Did you try talking to... God damn it! She just gets up, like walks out in a huff. Brea, you were left
Stage
there
1,
with
denial.
the hot hog's head just steaming right there. Just that's still her one free one of the day. Just so you know.
It's not my fucking problem.
Fair enough. Goes back to her business.
Cryo.
Yes.
As soon as Hush and them get out of the candy shop, he would have sent absolutely everybody. Just, we got candy!
Twink. After a few moments of being alone, you get, we got candy!
With Alina and everybody.
I need a drink.
Alright. Hush, back in your brain from Alina. You just get, that's fantastic!
I know, right?
Fuck off, kid.
Nothing, no sound. And then the two of you who are walking to the bounty board, you get the candy in your brain.
Just kind of look at Dolus and just...
Good for them.
Good for them.
I'm glad there was actually a candy shop.
Yeah.
I
mean,
wouldn't want to imagine how Lotus would react if she was so excited.
she would either be crushed or crush somebody else, probably.
Yeah, probably. Do you know what a bounty board looks like? Because I know where we're going, I just don't know what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, not even a minute after that, you do see an opening in the wall ahead that is, it's got the portcullis and the full, like, gate structure, and you do see some various little hodgepodge, like, stand things set up around it. And Hickory, you do recognize under one of these little stand overhangs a bounty board.
Anybody
have
currently
a-
browsing it?
No one at current.
Okay.
There are maybe 5 or 6 things posted up there, and then one like little metal plaque at the top.
Start with the plaque.
You guys come walking up to it. The plaque it reads, for bounty inquiries, see Captain Montag. Montagh.
Huh.
And then various bounties scattered about. You look. One of them is not like a bounty for catching anyone or doing anything. It's like a sort of almost an odd job listing that it looks like someone pinned up. Looks like people want some help, sort of clearing out a collapsed mine up in the hills. You look at 2 more, and they are capture ones. They're both for criminals that have escaped. There's Monk Ear Matt. Sorry, I chose alliteration for this, and I don't know why. Yeah, so there's Monk Ear Matt is one that wants to be captured, and the other is Oddball Otis. Both of whom have not the most amazing bounties. You get the sense that they're probably wanted just for like drunk and disorderly content.
I'm gonna take note of. Are there like pictures of them or like sketched out?
There
images of them?
are. There are sketches
Okay.
of both of them.
I'll
Otis
keep
looks
a
like a
mess-
cue
an-
ball. Very
Okay.
like bald round head.
All right. What about monk-eared Matt?
It is just the biggest ears that you could imagine on a person.
Shocker!
So I'm just gonna like take a very, like take the time to memorize those faces in case
Got
I
it.
ever see them.
Bringing either of like even if you brought both of them in, it's still gonna net you like less than 200 gold for both. But it's gold.
Are any of the ones that seem to line up with the attacked guards?
There are the remaining 2, one of which is asking for the aid of bounty hunters in clearing out wolves from the south, and another that is just asking for able-bodied individuals with proven records of excellence. And it seems a little bit nicer than some of the rest.
No
That last
mention
one.
of... no mention of what the job actually is.
Nope, no mention of what the job is, and no mention of what the reward is. However, it is a very nice piece of paper, and there is a sigil on it that you both would sort of recognize as definitely being a stamp of someone important, but you have no idea who.
That last one could either be like some royal request or some teacher looking for any strong boys to carry some chairs in.
Strong
Like
boys
this.
carry chairs.
I need some
I'm a strong
able-bodied
girl!
individuals
What the
with
fuck?
proven records of excellence to help me at the front of the class today.
Well, I'll just kind of scan down into the last 2. Just like, seems like it's one of these 2 that would line up with what we're looking for.
Could ask the captain for more details, see if either of them line up.
You know, I hate these sorts of things. And I point at the plaque. It's like it says contact or Captain Montag, but it doesn't give us instructions of who Captain Montag is, where Captain Montag
Give me a minute.
is.
Hickory, Rhea said there were guards nearby. I'm gonna find a guard.
You're perfect timing, actually, because you were both about to be interrupted by a guard walking up to you. So you turn around and be like, guards! And there's a guy there who's just, oi!
Hi.
Hello?
You lot learning about the bounty board?
Yeah.
Reading the bounties.
Looking to do some bounty hunting?
I mean,
Yes,
it's
sir.
what I do.
Bounty hunter, huh?
Yep. Hickory digs in her bag real quick, pulls out her badge.
What brought you around town?
Just wanted to do some good, trialing times.
Right, a bounty hunter just trying to do some good. All right.
Okay, money.
That's a much more respectable answer. One that I would actually buy, because it's not bullshit.
Hickory's eyes just kind of flick to Dolus in the most yeah,
At least you got an actual sigil. Most people just come around here looking for trouble that they can stir up and try and pass off for gold.
Do you know where we can find the captain?
Guess I could take you to Montag. You've got a bounty you're particularly interested in.
These two. We mostly have questions.
Think I could do that.
Thank you.
Right this way. And he turns to the gate, and he whistles, and it just just pulls up this lattice gate. After you both. Taking a quick right here.
Okay.
Walk through the gate, you turn right, and there is a little office sort of there, just on the inside. And guy comes up and just boom, boom on the side. Just, sir, got member of the guild here. Asking about a bounty. Side, you just hear a bunch of rummaging and then you hear the clinking of glass. Hello. Very. As the door opens, this man is in the lower end of middle age. He is in his low 40s. And you get the sense that he would be incredibly handsome if he did anything to maintain his appearance at all. Very nice, dark hair, solid, beard goatee sort of combo, very nice eyes that are just waxed over, clearly hung over. His armor's kind of off kilter. And his beard's got some grime in it as he's kind of wiping himself off, and he's like, thank you, Swati. And the guy nods. It's like, see you around, Hunter. Walks out of the little gate. But I am Captain Montag. What can I do for you? Fine. He said a member of the. Are you both? Are either one of you? Bounty hunters. Ah, yes, perfect. Sigil. Oh, from you, from city of Fort Dawn, Homered.
That's the one.
See that. Forgive me. Come in. Actually, no, don't. One moment. And he closes the door, and you hear more shuffling and clinking.
Hickory kind of leans over to Dolus and goes, "The last guild master we knew was way more put together than this."
Yeah. And no, I don't know if I'd call this man a guild master. I think he's just sort of formally in charge.
Old
And then the door.
Oh, go ahead.
The door opens again, and he's got a stack of papers. Just hello. Yes. Captain P.J. Allen Montag at your service. Captain of the Guard for Valorfall and semi-official representative of the guild in the city. I have got some papers here for the bounty on the wolves. And I have got this missive for the bounty, the bounty from the Lord.
The Lord himself.
Lord.
Yes, Lord. His sigil was on it. Are you not? No, not familiar with. I suppose you wouldn't be. No, yes, that's missive is from Lord Paolo himself. All of the details are somewhat muddied for the sake of secrecy, but that does detail somewhat the level of difficulty you would be expecting, and as well as a reward. Any
think-
more from that, I would have to arrange a meeting, the Lord.
Can I see the missive?
Yeah, he hands you all the papers.
Can I read through it and see what happened, what is needed?
So the first one for the wolves, it seems pretty straightforward. It seems there's a wolf pack in the south that ever since that chunk of land has ebbed away, has gotten very, very wily and has started going after farmers and herds south of the city. So, just simple, get rid of some wolves, save some farmers, save some sheep. It's a solid chunk of gold. It's 250. They estimate the pack is probably around like 24. They ask that you bring back at least a few wolf heads as proof. And then there's like a general little statement of like the more evidence you get, the more likely you are to get your reward. And a few directions to a tiny little village villa like hovel south of the city where you could talk to some people and get some more details. And then the missive is a lot less straightforward. It is just one piece of paper, a lot like the one that was pinned up, the same like niceness. It's very soft to the touch paper. And it details that it wants no less than 5 individuals who are hardy and capable enough to survive a several-day trek into the foothills and are capable enough to deal with potentially going into caves or mines. The reward is given in an estimate based on certain discoveries that are made. Again, it's very mysteriously sort of worded out. But it is declared to be upwards of 1,500 gold, with potentially more based on commission fulfillment. It also does detail that you will most likely be encountering a fair amount of danger, and so any individual who may apply had not only be able-bodied, but well-equipped. Yes, so as you see there, it's asking for a sort of a group, so if there's only the 2 of you, I'm afraid I couldn't even arrange the
We have a
meeting.
group.
We have more.
Perfect. 5 at least.
6.
Yeah. 6? Oh. Good. 6 is quite good.
7.
7
7.
is better. More the merrier, I suppose. Well, I guess at some point it might become contradictory to do this and split the reward amongst peers. That's your own decision to make, though. That's not up to me. Yes, no. If you seem like a capable pair yourselves, if everyone is about as I don't see any weaponry on either of you. Well, you have that a nice little short sword there.
Yes.
Are you equipped? You're wearing durable enough armor?
Mages.
Mages. Oh,
2 of us, and then there's
right.
more tankier fellows and the rest of us.
Perfect. I can arrange a meeting if I can have both of your names.
Dolus.
Dolus.
Hickory.
And Hickory. Yes, I can arrange a meeting for Dolus and Hickory's party to the Lord. And one more moment. The door closes again, and you hear more rattling and shuffling. Left there with all the missives in your hand. And then just opens again. There is an opening in the morning that if I get to the Lord this evening, you should be able to attend. If you are able to attend. Yes, alright,
Perfect.
so that an hour after sunrise should be roughly around 8 on the hour, should come to the portcullis, and I will have them let you in, and we will get you into. You'll get to talk to the Lord.
Come to where?
The portcullis. Here, just come back. Come back here.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You see, and he like gestures to like this inner yard that you've entered, and there's like a little slope that leads to some more stairs, and then up to that manor that you can derive from the information you were given earlier by the innkeep is called the Noble House. And it is a big, like a large manor, as has been said before. It's very nicely cut, like granite on throughout. So, if that is all, then feel free to. I will need those are copies, so you can keep. You can take those, and
okay.
It's great to be meeting with both of you.
I'll shake his hand.
Yes, of course. It's very sweaty.
Okay. It's nice to meet you as well, Captain.
Of course. Thank you.
Have a nice day.
He closes the door behind, and you just hear like immediately like a groan of just like, oh, and then more bottles clinking.
Right. Well, truly a captain that instills confidence, but
My old guild master could have competed with Lorelei before we knew what we knew about her.
I think this captain here is mostly competing with himself.
Let's go talk to the others.
Let's go back to the inn.
And probably a couple minutes after we start walking, Hickory can't contain herself. She's already talked to Alina. You know I gotta talk to the other one.
Oh God. This is why Alina didn't want to talk to you. This is why Alina...
I know. Dolus?
Yeah.
What's going on with you and Alina? Like, I know everything that happened the other night, but you guys are really weird lately.
It's just, I made a mistake, and we had our assault on the castle, and I put her in danger and made her feel uncomfortable, and I mean, understandably so. I although it was accidental, I still put her directly in the line of fire, and I think she said it. She needs some time, and it's fair.
Yeah, but Dolus, we're all in the line of fire, and yet... Sure,
Well,
it was-
right, but I mean, I directly put her in front of 5 armed gunmen who pointing their guns at her, shooting at her.
By accident.
Right, but, it's just...
You know she's scared to talk to you.
I mean, a lot of people get scared to talk to me.
But no, like, she wants to, but she just can't.
She talked to me earlier. Asked me about exploring the city.
Boys are so dense.
What do you mean? I'm actually quite frail.
Shut up, Doc.
Oh?
Just... Yes, she can speak to you. But she wants to be able to talk to you. Like, talk, but she's struggling to do so.
You're like, she's able to speak to you, but she's struggling to talk to you, and Dolus is just like the meme of the equations flying across the screen, like, she wants to talk to me, but she can speak to me, but...
Language barrier?
Is there a difference between speaking and talking? I don't...
Dolus,
Is this a thing with the material plane? Speaking and talking are two different things?
A little bit, yeah.
right?
She can have casual conversation with you, but she's afraid to talk about the deeper stuff.
Okay.
Like feelings and fears. And I know neither of you know how to approach it. Especially given how you two looked like two robots talking to each other in the camp the other day.
You bring up the camp thing, and he just immediately. I'm never listening to any suggestion of what to do from Mara ever again.
Oh, that's just good life advice in general.
I mean, he has some good ideas. Some not as savory ones. But
Where am I on the layout? I'm trying to point
Yeah,
at
You're below me.
hold on. Nothing. You're pointing at nothing constantly. You pointed in the two directions where there is nothing.
He'll get there. Either way.
Hey, bucko!
No, but yes, I mean, she asked for time, and I'm giving it to her, I suppose.
That's good. I mean, at the end of the day, time is good. It just... If she opens the door, and I know she does talk a lot, maybe just let her run until she eventually gets to what she wants to say.
Right. I mean, yeah, no, I was in, there was this one moment when the whole thing with Lorelai happened, and I was in my ring, and she was holding, and she just kept talking for very long times, about an hour, and she just kept rambling. But I mean, you know, it's interesting. When I first met Alina, I walked into her tent, and she immediately started asking me a million questions, and I was just praying for her to please stop. But I mean, it's nice hearing her talk sometimes.
Just one sec. Need a quick answer on something real quick. Cool. I think... Let's be honest with me. You love your sister to death, I know that. And you
Okay.
like us, I think, for the most part. But Alina's different, isn't she?
I suppose, yes. I mean, I never really thought about it like that. It is a different feeling.
Drives you a little crazy, butterflies in your stomach. Do you know what
No.
butterflies are?
I know what butterflies are. I haven't eaten any.
It's a figure of speech. Does your stomach feel weird? Around her?
I mean, sometimes. No. If I've eaten something rotten and she's around, I suppose, but
Dulles, you're a good guy.
thank you.
Don't beat yourself up about anything that happened. I think this is just a weird catalyst to some things. It just kind of just pats him on the back.
Okay. You probably shouldn't touch me. It's gonna phase through the disguise. But right. I mean, I try. Definitely have been beating myself up over every single mistake I've made so far in this journey, but you know, I'll try and listen to that advice. Sounds probably more healthy than what I've been doing.
You know what you should do, Dulles?
Hmm.
Neither of you quite have a proclivity for words. At least not spoken. Right or something. Easier to put it that way. You can roll your eyes all you want, Cryo. It's decent advice.
I knew it was going here.
What should I write her?
Nothing about sorries, but more just how you genuinely care about her.
Oh, you mean like write her a letter?
Write her a letter.
Why would I write her a letter? She's here with us. Letters are meant to communicate over long distances.
She rambles a whole lot. And how often can you really get a word in when she starts going?
I mean, whenever I want to, just interrupt her.
Yes, Doc, you are exactly the same.
Hello, Hickory. I'll just look up a little bit and around.
You
Did he say
guys
hello?
have.
Did he say hello back?
Did he say hello?
He says, yo.
Okay.
You guys have the same passive perception, so you both notice her at the same time. And she has higher passive perception than you both.
Oh.
So Alina is standing out in front of the inn, like frozen, looking at you both. She's basically doing the Ghibli hair, like and blushing, and then just about faces and walks
Alina?
towards the stairs. Stops. About faces. Uh-huh.
Attention!
Where are you
What? No.
Where are you going?
Veg wander, same, walking. Feet.
Oh,
Okay, screw it. Come here, Dolus. Like, she guides Dolus over, grabs Alina. Go for a walk.
Yeah.
turns around. No, we're supposed to meet up with everyone here at the inn.
I can deliver the information. You guys can come back in 30 minutes, and it's not really going to make a bunch of difference. Go.
I don't understand why you're complicating the plans, Hickory. This seems like very not smart maneuver, especially coming from someone like you who I know has that sort of combat experience.
I am smart. I'm sending you in pairs.
But we could just all stay here.
Okay, then stand right here, but... For a second, she's just like, yeah, Doc, fucking talk!
I'm so I look over to Alina like, I'm confused. I don't understand.
We can what? Maybe? That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah?
I mean, if you'd like to go explore the city, we can do that now, I suppose.
In fact, she digs in her bag, hands them 20 gold, and goes,
No.
get something nice.
Oh, God. Okay.
Pocket 20 gold. Cool. Not gonna spend any of that. All right, well, exploring we go, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just put my hands in my pockets, start walking.
Turns and walks next to you. Both of
I
you
go
just
back into
walking
the
off.
tavern.
Gonna cut over to the candy group at this point. Who?
I'd like to also send a message to Hush in my head saying, me and Alina are going to explore upon Hickory's request.
Okay.
Oh, then we might be able to meet up at some point. Maybe. We got candy.
Maybe. I heard.
You guys have been heading in the direction you think that the inn is in. So you're probably about like halfway to that area of the city by now, walking through more of the mid. As you get to like the middle section, there is a proper like large courtyard at one of those points where there are steps up into like the nice nobility. The courtyard is split in half by those steps with like a nice little fountain in the middle. And so that is currently where you are as these messages are being sent.
Just like convey the others. Dolus and Alina are walking around apparently.
I know, I told them to.
No, it was only to those two.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
only-
thought you meant
only
other
those- you're
twos and
good.
Twink and Hickory.
Twinkin. No, the two with me. And I go, Starloss and Alina. Starloss and Alina are walking around. Hickory told them to.
Why?
Oh. Huh.
What?
Hickory,
guys
why
wanna
are
go to a
Doc and
shop?
Alina walking around?
As she gets to the tavern and she sits directly next to Twink and goes, "Boys are stupid."
Hickory, why? What?
Because I'm tired of people being dumb, Hush.
That explains nothing.
We can be a better team if everybody communicates.
It's a one way,
Dude,
right?
I don't know if she's mean.
Is
That's
that a
one way.
Okay.
That's one way.
Just like sends to the two. I'm not sure what she's meaning. She said that they're being dumb and that we should communicate.
Oh, I said boys are dumb to Twink. That was out loud.
No, you said people. You're tired of people being dumb. To
Oh, that's
him.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said they're being dumb and she wants us to communicate. I don't understand what going on a walk does.
Hmm.
I don't get
You
it.
guys want to go to shops?
Yes.
Let's go.
We already got candy
Let's-
though.
But there's other shops like that can like have weapons, maybe like some cool magical stuff.
We already got candy.
But
What
you can
candy?
see so many other things.
Yeah, like weapons.
They
Armor.
How are they carrying all of this candy?
Just bags in double fist in bags of candy.
Cool.
I have like a box that I'm just
I have
holding.
a
Yeah,
bag.
just the truffle box is not big. It's like this, but you can eat. You can one hand it, no problem. It's like the size of a book.
Can I
That's what I
slide?
figured.
On occasion, can like Hush like tuck his head down and then a little piece floats up to his mouth. Can I slide a hand that?
I already know you're not gonna fail if I ask you to roll sleight of hand.
I don't.
I don't think you can.
It's not that much. It's like
It's okay.
Plus two, isn't it like plus 12?
No,
that's his stealth because he has
Oh.
he has
Yeah, no,
mastery.
it's plus 8.
All right, make a sleight of hand check.
14. It's not bad. Do I fail? Is the question mark.
I mean,
I need to know if I fail.
Lotus and Mara could definitely notice you doing that on occasion.
Anybody?
Yeah,
Around?
you don't know.
Going to. I think that's fine enough. I can like re-roll that if I want to, but
Okay.
fuck it. Murray roll it.
Stores.
Sleight of magic. Boop.
Sleight of
23.
magic. Sleight of arcana.
23.
Oh, you okay? Yes, you're
Yeah,
re-rolling.
magical guidance. If I fail an ability check, I can spend a sorcery point and re-roll it.
Oh, okay.
I already
Well,
fucked up enough by showing that I can talk in my mind. I don't need people seeing
Fair
me full of
enough.
candy.
you do. You're floating it, and Mara like glimpses at you, looks away, and then like glimpses back to see if you're floating it, and it's in your hand now. And you're just,
It kills me because you just said that, and it's like the fuck using your hands wasn't a fucking option the whole time. Like, why did you have to make a roll?
Well, you said there was double fist in it. It's kind of hard. I also have a very bad
very
strength
difficult. It is very difficult. I will say, Mara's the only one who's going to be able to carry anything else. You guys have several bags of candy.
score. Reaches down, pops in his mouth. Shops?
Okay.
At
Cool.
least browse and stuff. Take some notes.
Mara, what are you looking for in particular? Are you trying to find like a magic shop or just stores in general? The blacksmith?
Definitely the blacksmith, magic shop, or herb shop. That,
Okay.
Fairmont mentioned.
So Fairmont mentioned the general store with Ahab that could get you herbs, but it's not like an herbalist. So you can totally totally find the blacksmith as you sort of wander about a little bit more, kind of veering off the path that was originally intended for the inn. You do eventually, Lotus would be the first to hear the pounding of a hammer on a forge.
Blacksmith?
And
I
then Mara
hear
would
a
hear it.
Bong.
Oh, yeah. That way.
Yeah.
Like working on some metal stuff, like armor. I want some or cool shield.
Hmm.
I hope I can afford that.
How much gold do you have?
I'm gonna dig through my pocket. After the candy, we're looking at 46.
Didn't you put your stuff away?
Still had to pay for my stuff though.
Well, if you need money to buy stuff, I got you.
I won't give you licorice. I'll throw the black licorice just on the side of the road.
Wait. Can I catch it?
Wait.
With your hands full of candy bags?
I have a bag with me.
Oh, are you stuffing? Did
Yeah.
you stuff them all in there? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that enough for 5 full bags of candy?
I don't know, man. You got a lot of candy.
It is if all the candy's a little squished.
That's fine.
Okay. I'm like, that is a decision you can make.
If you toss the licorice, the black licorice, I'm gonna catch it.
Okay.
And
You're a monk, you can catch it.
Flag missile, throw it back!
Dolus likes these.
Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't. Huh.
Yeah,
My bad.
that's okay. Can you hold on to them because my bag is too filled?
Yeah. I'm good.
Do you
Throw
want
in.
this one?
What?
This bag?
Oh, wait, what's in it?
Oh, a lot of butterscotch.
Oh. Sure.
I have a free hand now.
Oh, God.
Roll for tummy
Okay.
ache.
How dare you interrupt me as I ask for a con save?
19.
Okay. It is prevented. For now. Yeah, you guys round a corner and you find the way the blacksmith shop is set up is it looks like there was a building on this quarter that was built a little bit before the others, and where another building would have been built instead, just an awning was built over it that just has like big leather tarps on top of it. And each of the struts has like iron nails and shields hanging from it, just various examples of smithing work, almost like a storefront. And there is a man there with that big leather apron who's working in a forge and pulling metal out and just hammering away at it.
Any bells to ring? Guessing not.
No, it's a big open space. You can
I'll walk in. Hello.
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 What can I do for you?
What are y'all looking for? I'm specifically looking for like some nice little bit of extra padding instead of like, studded. I have this like studded leather. Not a huge fan of. All right, but probably do better, or maybe a better shield.
Studded leather. If you want to do better, gonna start getting heavier at that point. That's okay with you? Then I could do better than studded leather.
Not super heavy, like more of a, I'd say medium weight, if that's
No
possibility.
plate mail, right?
What are we looking at with plate mail? Like that'd be like the heavier stuff.
It is
right?
heavy and expensive.
Maybe like half plate.
More reasonable. Still decently expensive though. What's your budget?
I'll look back at Hush. What you got?
Just like getting his head. God, like 40 gold.
Hmm. We're looking at with like 80 gold.
Definitely not half plate at
Hmm.
that amount, or breastplate. I could maybe do you a chain shirt, or put together some scale mail.
Hmm.
If you want to go heavier, I could give you some chain or ring mail for that much.
Hmm. You know, scale sounds nice.
Right. Scale mail, custom build. And what about your shield?
Hmm.
Said you want
Well-
a better shield. Can I see it?
Yeah, sure. Nothing super fancy, just a little wooden.
It's nice. Good craftsmanship.
Yeah.
Where's it
made by
from?
the elves.
Ah.
The Westwood.
Don't see much out of there. I mean, I could do a metal shield for you, but it would be about as effective as this one.
Hmm.
Probably heavier too.
Hmm. Think you could maybe add on to this? Would that do any effectiveness on it? I'm guessing not.
No, unfortunately not.
Okay. How much should be fine then?
Perfect. Scale mail, and it's going to run you. When do you need it by?
I'll look back. Did they say like when we'd be leaving at all?
Not really.
Not really.
Like maybe we can ask.
Yeah, go for it. When it hush.
Hey, Twink, when do you think we're gonna be leaving?
I don't know.
Begamara. I don't know. That's what Twink said.
What are we looking on minimum time versus?
And I have some scale mail already put together that I guess I could fit to you. It won't be custom at all. It'll just be size adjustments. Probably won't be the most comfortable or fashionable, but it'll keep you from getting stabbed.
And what are we looking like time-wise otherwise?
Well, if I just have to trim that one down for you, and if you're willing to pay a little extra, I could get it by midday tomorrow.
Midday? What about like
If you want a proper custom one, and you don't want to pay extra, a week.
a week? I wonder if we can get back here in time. It's a lot of time, to be honest. You know,
Not a lot happens in a week.
Yeah. I wish I could say that. You know, I'll take what you got and little customization. That'll be fine.
Just step in and get some of your measurements.
So-
These your kids.
In a way.
Charges. See. Here, come. He goes into the main part of the shop. And he tosses his hammer down on a counter and starts rummaging behind it.
Feel free to browse if y'all want.
Okay.
Actually, he comes up and he has two little metal tops. Yeah. What do you?
Top? Oh, like toys?
Yeah, he's handing them to the kids.
Oh, hey.
Takes
There
it.
you go.
Don't break anything with him.
Okay.
The daughter loves them, so I have to make sure I have plenty around for every kid that comes into the shop, or she scolds me.
I sit down and I connect to Liz and go, but if we spin them, right here on the ground, and we have him fight.
That's Beyblade.
Let's let it rip.
Okay.
Play
so
rollies
while-
with me.
While those two are getting us copyrighted, we are
11.
Mara.
9.
Wait.
Your top is victorious. Mara, he is going to charge you 55. 50 for the actual cost of the armor, and an extra 5 for the slight rush job.
Hmm.
And then, well,
Can you toss me 10, Hush?
You can have 2
Oh,
from me.
cool.
I don't know how money works.
Pulls out. Images in your head. 8.
right. And then he has you T-pose so he can get all your measurements. This is really good gear you're already wearing. More elf leather. He like flicks the studded leather you have under your stuff already. These robes. What is
Yep.
this? Shade step silk.
You believe me if I got him from somewhat of a god?
No.
No. Figured.
Yeah,
Master
if you
craftsman, though.
if you don't want to tell me, you don't have to tell me. If you're willing to trade the nice elf studded leather, he has you T-pose so he can get all your measurements. Then he's like, if you can trade that nice elven studded leather tomorrow, I'll give you a bit of a rebate and give you some gold back.
Hmm.
Give you back 10 gold.
Sure.
You're not using it anyhow. All right. That'll
Works
be...
for me.
Get that kitted out for you before noon.
Before I fully make the deal, what if I told you that this is a little bit more limited as of right now?
What do you mean?
So, the craftsman isn't exactly around anymore, to my knowledge.
The one who made your gear.
Yeah.
The elf.
Mhm.
Oof. Hey, can you take off the flashy robe and let me see the armor closer?
Sure. Take it off.
No stamps or seals of any particular craftsman, and well, I would love to take you on your word. I'm a man of business. Can't
Understand.
really offer more.
Sounds good.
All right. Do you like the tops? You can keep them.
Really?
I make them with scrap metal. They're just made out of slag.
Just like,
Thank you.
Hush like huddles over and he just like reaches into a bag and holds up a piece of butterscotch.
I can't really have sweets.
Puts it back in his bag.
Gotta eat well, or I get the dizzies.
That's fair.
It's all that working in the heat. But yes, no. If you need anything else, I'm here.
You guys see
Shop
anything?
doesn't move.
No.
No weapons, no armor.
Connect to Mara's. I don't use weapons.
Need some armor? No. Okay. We're good to go.
All right.
Bye bye.
See you tomorrow.
Pleasure doing business.
Goodbye, kids.
We got tops.
3 things.
Well, just beat me with hers.
Why are you hitting him with your top?
I'm gonna train my top to be the best top of all tops.
I'd like to see you try.
Maro, do you want to keep wandering around the city looking for more shops? I guess that goes for all three of you, but two of you are children, so I guess I just kind of deferred to the adult. But you're all players, so do you all collectively want to?
Is there a library of sorts? Or just like a bookstore? Or
You would have seen a sort of nicer shop that you did see books in the window of back near that courtyard. But you guys were looking for the blacksmith at the time, I apologize.
Can we go to the bookstore? I saw one on the way here.
Sure.
Or I guess it's back over that way, so.
As we walk out, I'm sending one over to Dolus and Alina. Go. We're leaving the blacksmith and going to a bookstore. If you hear the sounds of like clanging, you know we're close. Or closer.
Oh, we know where the blacksmith is. That's
Ooh.
just Alina back in your head. And then that's it.
Nothing from Dolus?
No.
Okay. Just relays that information. They know where we are if they want to meet up.
Okay.
Cool.
Dolus. You're walking with Alina.
Okay.
She is dead, just gazing ahead. Doing the full book clutch.
Dolus is like he feels kind of awkward, but he's also just standing there like he's walking with like his hands in his pockets, just like completely loose. Just like, it's a nice day today.
Yeah, it is. Air's a little ashy.
Mm-hmm. It's not as bad as in Shadestep.
I mean, Shadestep is covered in volcanic ash, so yeah.
Hated it there.
Yeah, it smells like sulfur all the time.
I don't know if there was any part of Shadestep that I enjoyed.
I was only there for a few weeks, but did you know that they only have acid rain?
Really?
Well, yeah, the sky is full of volcanic ash.
Yeah,
It only ever rains acid rain. You have to go inside if it rains.
Thankfully, I don't think it rained when we were there. Or else I guess as poor as I would have felt it, but...
First time I was like there getting all set up, I had just got into the Artificer Guild and like met some people and was getting sort of set up. After I came back from, like, I went to Tiok, and then I came back to Midnori, and I was in Midnori and getting all set up, and it started raining, and I reached my hand out the window thinking it would be all, oh, so nice, oh, water, it hurt!
I'm so sorry that happened.
That's fine.
Do you enjoy the rain?
Yeah, I do. We didn't get a lot of rain where I'm from, so nice.
It never really rains up in the elemental plane of air. I mean, there's thunder, storms, but lightning. But
I mean, I guess, yeah, when you're flying around, you just sort of end up in clouds. I guess there isn't really like a down for them to rain on if they're everywhere.
Right. They don't really have the best relationship with rain. I mean, if I get more wet, it's harder to fly.
Oh, yeah. I suppose that would be an issue.
Yeah. That's why whenever we were on the boat, I would try to avoid going in the water as much as possible.
Yeah. Also, feathers have to be a bitch to dry.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, the whole Eric Cochran thing, there's a lot of ups and a lot of downs.
Right, I mean, I could say the same about being a human.
Yeah, I can't fly at all.
Yeah, it's a major down, not really an up. It's because
Also,
you can't go up and fly.
I have an extra finger I could lose.
Yes, I mean, I don't have another finger to lose.
I don't know if that's better. I guess if I lost
It's just
one,
an
it'd
objective
be the
statement, I
same.
suppose.
Yeah. We could
Lotus has
act
5
Hickory.
fingers.
Yeah. I wonder why that is. Why did I mean, if assuming you both had the same parents, why would you express a genome for the face but not the fingers, but she would express a genome for the face and the fingers?
Chance. Isn't reproduction and all that comes down to chance. It's like if you have a parent who's has one certain hair color and the other has the different hair color, isn't it like a 50% chance to have one or the other?
It depends. It's really complicated. There's not a huge amount of research into it. The best we can tell, there's like a one trait that's more likely and one trait that's less likely, and then they might mix, maybe. I don't know. We never really researched it, to my knowledge.
I mean,
A lot of
maybe it's-
research kind of just gets to the point where we know it exists and then stops.
Right. I mean, maybe it's just like that. It's just chance. I've heard of that a lot, though. That a lot of research in this world sort of is partially understood, or they get an idea of it and then they just stop. It's like with the storm wall.
I mean, it's crazy because I research, like, that's my whole life. I do research, so you'd think that before Fairmont mentioned it, I would have noticed, but it just seemed like the most normal thing in the world to me until suddenly it was brought up.
Right. What do you think is behind the storm wall, Alina?
I don't know. There's a lot of theories. Some people think that the world is flat and that's the end. You just sort of fall. Some people think that we're actually in the middle of a big, like, horrific plane of itself and we're just in one safe little bubble. That everything in the clouds is horrific and evil and will steal your soul. Some people think it's the afterlife, which, I mean, like, it's kind of a ridiculous concept to imagine that you can just get on a boat, sail to the edge of the world, and then be at the afterlife. But
Right.
I guess no offense to anybody. I don't know. I
None taken.
personally think it's probably just more Starloss. I mean, there are storms everywhere. There are storms other places that are really, really common. Like, I'm from an area of the plains where rain just didn't happen a lot.
Right.
And so maybe the storm wall is just a place where rain happens a lot. Like a lot.
Feels. I had an idea, a theory. Maybe sometime long, long ago, Stormwall was made intentionally. Maybe there's something on the other side that whoever made it didn't want the rest of the world to see, or maybe it's keeping something in, or keeping us out.
I mean, magic on that scale would be... It would be deific at that point.
Maybe it was a deity. Maybe there's something on the other side that some greater power is trying to keep us safe from.
Or keep safe from us.
Maybe.
I mean,
do you think Delilah could do that?
I like Delilah, but I don't think she could make the storm wall.
Don't let her hear you say that.
You know, with how little we've interacted recently and what I've learned in that time, I don't know if she didn't. But...
You know, it's fair.
I mean, yeah, Twink said never meet your heroes, I guess.
You mentioned you research a lot. That's all you really do, is what you said.
Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
I mean, yeah, I'm good at it.
Well,
No.
right, but do you want to just research?
Well, I mean, I do want to research. I do. I love it. I mean, obviously, have you talked to me? It's like the only thing I can talk about without gumming up the works. I guess I just I don't know. After my family kicked me out and blah 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 blah, and then I just went to the academy because that's where they were willing to send me, and I liked research, so I guess that's just what I, do. If Twig is right, then I have a god complex because I'm a wizard and I want to control reality, which I mean I kind of do because that's cool. Like, it might be a god complex, but you'd still be a god, which is pretty that's pretty cool, I guess. Delilah sunk half that fort we were in. And she just destroyed Gillian's ship.
Right. Do you think Delilah's a god?
Goddess, maybe, but that's more of a compliment than what I actually think she is. No, I think she's just a strong wizard.
Right.
I'd like to think that she's just a strong wizard. I'd like to think that I could end up like her one day. Maybe less jaded and less whatever this accent is.
I understand that. I think that at the end of the day, Delilah is still just a woman. She is just a person. Just like me and you.
I was honestly really scared, when she started talking about how there were things she didn't know about the situation. Because if Delilah, the person who can sink parts of the continent and make 30 versions of herself and teleport at a whim, doesn't know what's going on, then how are we gonna ever?
I mean, I understand there's the whole angle of her being this very powerful and knowledgeable wizard, but just like I said, she's just a woman. There's just enough of a chance of not knowing something as you and I.
Just a woman.
Yeah. I have a strong sort of, guess you could say, ideology about people who see themselves as anything more than people. Because at the end of the day, we're all people. We're all fragile. We all have our flaws. We all have problems and things that we deal with.
So you really didn't like Gillian then?
Oh no, Gillian, Sodden, Hayden, the both. People, anyone who really sort of acts like... I said this to Twink before, but I know, and I have spoken to many beings that are possibly all-knowing or all-powerful, and it irritates me when I see someone acting like they're one of them.
Are you defensive of gods?
It's less defensive of gods, and I don't like people who are arrogant.
Kind of ironic considering what I know of Kaeli.
Right. I very much did not like Kaeli when we first made our pact.
And then she grew on you? She like nudges your arm.
Yeah, no, she chuckle a little bit. No, she grew on me. She puts out this persona of being this haughty, uncaring, goddess-like figure, but she cares. She cares a lot more than she would like to let on. She cares about me and my sister. She's more of a mother to us than my mother was.
Extra ironic considering, what we know about how she treated Raiden now.
Yes, I wanna...
Maybe she's like making up for it because they lost in the fight against Vecnos and she feels bad.
Maybe.
Like, imagine making a deal with someone and offering them all of this power so they could fight a god and protect their loved ones, and then they fail in the fight against God and their wife dies.
Yeah, that would...
Feel like you kind of didn't hold up your end of the bargain, Genie Lady.
Right. I mean, the pact that I have with Kaeli, I mean, I can't speak for Raiden's, but she offered me power. The power to act upon my heart's desires, the power to make change where I thought I never could before. And, I mean, she did hold up her end of the bargain. Objectively, she did give me power, and I objectively do have the power to change things. And I believe that Raiden did as well. But as much as it pains me to say anything negative about him, I suppose Raiden and his group failed.
Not to dig, but why don't you say negative things about Raiden?
Well, where Kaeli is more of a mother to us than our mother was, Raiden is like our father. He stepped in where my father was removed.
All I ever hear you and Lotus talk about is how much Raiden took care of you and cared about you. And then all I ever see is how sad you are that he's not around.
Right. We fell here after we were exiled from the elemental plane of air and landed in his front yard.
I got the story. I know the spiel. He took you in, he fed you, he clothed you, he taught you how to survive. But, like, doesn't it ever bother you that he left?
He didn't leave. We left him. Our house was ambushed, attacked by people in the night, and he told us to get away, and we did. I dragged Lotus away. She didn't want to go, and although he told us to run, I still think back to that night. What if he had died back then? All I did was run. Ran like a scared little child. Lotus was stronger than me, braver than me. She wanted to fight.
Dolus, I don't think wanting to fight means Lotus is stronger than you. There are a lot of situations where fighting isn't the solution. At that time, you had no idea who Raiden was or what he could do, and your house was being attacked, and you had to make sure your sister was safe. But the truth of it all is that Raiden knew he'd be fine. I mean, if you're the kind of person who made a deal decades ago and fought a manifestation of reality itself in the astral plane, you probably know you can handle whoever's attacking your front door. And I don't want you to hate him, but I don't think it's fair that someone who's strong enough to fight God and capable enough to get all the way across the planet to Dragonlost and stop scrying can't even check in on his kids.
I don't think that he knew that he would win that night, Alina. I saw the fear in his eyes. When he told us to run, he was afraid. I think that Raiden just wanted to distance himself from us because evidently being near him, it's not even an assumption, it was something that happened, that being near him put us in the line of danger.
Well, do you feel like you're out of the line of danger?
Well, no, but we were for a time when we were in the woods, when we lived on our own. We were sad to be away from him, but it was peaceful.
Dolus, I care about you. You and Lotus. And I think as good as it is to love Raiden and to appreciate all he did for you, just don't... We're all just people, and people make mistakes.
Right.
And it's okay to be hurt by those mistakes.
I think I've just decided to wait. I'm sure that he had his reasons, and I would like to wait to hear what those reasons were before I become hurt or upset. Because I wouldn't want to be upset over nothing.
It's like rubbing the spot where she'd gotten shot the other night. It's like, you're a good guy, Dolus.
Thank you. I've been hearing that often. I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know if I do either.
Hey, well, surely instills confidence, but
Do you want to head back?
I mean, do you want to go to any shops, anything? We got 20 gold to do something nice.
Maybe you just do breakfast tomorrow?
Okay, are you alright, Alina?
Thinking about a lot, but it was nice to talk.
Rather than speaking.
I think you kind of have to speak to talk.
See, that's what I was thinking, but I think Hickory was telling me that there's a difference between speaking and talking.
What? Is
Right?
that like an? Is that like a? Is there like an intonation to it? Maybe it's an Ice Home thing.
Maybe.
Hmm.
But before, I just wanted to let you know, I appreciate you caring for me and my sister, but I care about you as well.
The Ghibli hair. Thanks. That's very nice. I appreciate that. That's great. It's like curling and uncurling her hand.
Is there something wrong with your hand?
No, just thinking about stuff. Fidgeting. Sometimes you fidget when you're thinking about things. They have toys for that you sort of like fidget so that you don't panic. I'm not panicking. I'm okay. I'm good. We're good. Let's go back to the inn. We can have food. You get a free meal with your. Come on. They have hamhead.
What? Hamhead?
I left my hamhead on the counter. No.
What is hamhead?
I have to pay for another meal. I don't get a salary yet.
I can pay for your meal. It's all right.
I have some money.
Okay, but we also got 20 free gold.
That's true. Let's go have food.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Yes, return.
Head back. Cool.
Twig, Hickory. I woke Ian up.
Yeah. So Hickory sits down and is just like, boys are fucking stupid. She doesn't say fucking. She did say fucking to Dolus and Alina, though.
Boys are
You know exactly what's going on. Don't look at me like that.
I'm a guy.
Yeah. You're also stupid. Don't worry. In your own way. Book smart, yeah, you're very intelligent. Emotionally, you could use some work.
Well, no, emotionally, I understand everything's going on, but I just don't do it.
You know what? You get the exception for right now because I'm more just... We are in a life or death situation. We're dealing with puppy love.
Don't forget your brother tried to pet a bird dog thing.
He's
and
stupid
lost
too.
your hand.
He's stupid too. She's pointing with her left hand too.
You're like, if you think about it, by extension,
I can't stop him.
The same person.
I can't get him to take 3 steps back when I'm not us. The point is, Dolus and I found a missive from...
I don't know. I'm sorry. Hush was asking me a dumb question.
Okay. Well, we found a missive from the Lord at the bounty boards.
Well, that's good, I guess. What?
We have a meeting tomorrow at 8. You're supposed to be dead.
You have a meeting tomorrow at 8.
Right.
I mean, I doubt it's anything, but, with the Lords, let's just not take the chance.
Yeah, no, I'm on the same.
Highly unlikely anybody knows my face.
But better safe than sorry.
Right, all it takes is for them to go, wait a minute, and then we're all fucked.
Yeah. Billy, I don't think any of us are fully safe, but better us than you.
Well, I mean, that's not true. I think, for the most part, you definitely are probably safe.
Yeah.
Dolus is disguised. Lotus is disguised. Hush is definitely safe. Mara is Mara.
I mean, as long as we don't go attracting attention on ourselves or anything. They definitely already brought attention to themselves, didn't they?
I don't know.
Then why are you looking at me like that?
That's not my problem tomorrow. It's yours.
Oh, you're right. Okay. Well, we can get the mission. There's basically no details on it other than the fact that they want us to be ready and able.
What does that mean?
Probably means that there's something big and scary in a cave.
Let me see that. Let me see that. Give it here.
She hands it over.
I read on there that it said that you needed to have a record of excellence, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, this part.
Yeah,
How are you going to do that part?
I have plenty of accolades.
What about for everyone else?
They
Also,
just
what
need me.
accolades do you have that they would know about in Yubua?
I have a pretty good record.
That did not answer my question.
But we can't talk about the war, that's for sure. We could take credit for the death of Socrates and Shoes.
I don't think anyone here cares about that.
He was pretty high value. But also, at the end of the day, the guild heads talk to each other. I drop Melanie's name. She they
This is a
go to-
lord. The lord has no fucking clue who that is.
So the bounty guild does. I brought in plenty of high value targets, Twink.
It's
Twink, I promise I am plenty capable of convincing one lord that I know how to do my job.
You didn't even know what the fuck a lord was before today.
So, I know I'm a good bounty hunter. My old guild head knows that I'm a good bounty hunter. So their guild head will know I'm a good bounty hunter, and we will secure this bounty.
Have you found the guild here? Maybe you should go talk to the guild head here before we start talking.
We did.
Maybe we figure out. Did you?
He's a bumbling idiot.
You talked to the
Drunkard.
leader of a
Absolute
guild.
drunkard. He's the one responsible for all of the bounties in this city. Twink, I need
Just
you to
so
put
I'm
a little
clear, you
faith
just
in
said
me.
a drunkard babbling idiot was going to be the person to vouch for you?
No. The badass woman who I took most of my initial jobs for is going to vouch for me. He's just going to parrot it.
But how?
We have plenty of people capable of message. We have Alina send a message and she can vouch for me.
That is not how that works. You can't prove the person you're talking to.
The Lord probably has someone who can message Melanie.
I am very concerned about this aspect of it. I just want you to, that's all I'm saying. Just think about it. Have a plan going in.
Twink, I'm just asking you to trust me.
I never said I didn't. I'm simply telling you I am worried about this aspect and to have a plan going in.
I do.
Okay.
Okay. The bookstore.
Yeah.
You walk into a bookstore.
We do it back. I'm not actually.
I would leave. I would leave the call right now.
It as you enter, it's not really quite a bookstore. There are two bookshelves that you could peruse, but there's also a lot of candles, and then there are various like office sort of supplies like paper, ink, blah blah blah. It seems like it's just sort of a mix mash of some things that nobles might come in and purchase, or like wealthy traders might come in and purpose. And it's just a woman behind a counter who's just like, "Hello,
Hello.
welcome in. What can I do for you?"
You know, I was thinking that I wanted to look at maps, but I wasn't sure if Bookstore was the best place. But I came to a bookstore anyways because bookstores have a lot of information.
Well, I don't have any maps. We don't really have a cartographer around here. We really sort of only do maps for the mines in this area. If you do want a map, there's a general store down in Residences that may have some. Or your best bet is to head a county over. They might have some in some other cities.
Okay.
Apologize.
That's okay.
Sort of. Everyone in this town is very focused on day labor.
Gross.
I know.
Can I look around?
Yes, of course. No, of course. Please, just don't. Just try to not touch much.
Okay.
Do you have books on herbalism?
All of the books I have are there on the shelves. I sort of just as traders bring them in, they go up there. So to peruse. I'm not entirely certain. I think we may.
Sounds good.
Hush walks
Right.
up to like, are they at a desk?
They're at a counter.
Just walks up. Is he tall enough?
Hello. Well, she sees you walking up, and then you're like, just like here. Oh, is this from Tally's?
Starts
Oh,
walking away.
I do enjoy a good butterscotch. Thank you. What a lovely boy. You have a lovely son.
Oh, thank you. I've raised him well. At least I've
And-
tried to. He's a little rascal.
Your daughter is Peach as well. Look at her. That's a lovely cloak you have.
Thank you.
Yeah, we all have matching clothes.
You do.
Great.
Aw. Such a good little family. Yes. Well, let me know if you find anything that piques your interest.
Will do. All right, Lotus. You look on the shorter shelves. If I'm tall, I'll look on the upper shelf.
For herbalism?
Well, whatever you want. That's cool too.
Okay.
If you want to help me though, that'd be great.
Sure. I can look. I also
Cool.
want to look for a few other things too.
Lotus is looking for books about like the afterlife and stuff.
Oh God!
Because of
Jesus Christ.
the conversation of people going to different places when they die has been stuck in her head.
You lucky son of a bitch. You find two books. One about deities, religion, and what goes beyond. And then another that is planes and how they relate to the mortal soul.
Okay. She said not to touch the book.
Miss, is it okay if I take the books and kind of skim through them?
Oh, please make sure there's no butterscotch on your fingers if you're going to peruse the books.
Okay.
I will.
You'll get
take-
more if you don't get any on the books.
Okay.
I'll just make it sound like I'm talking to them.
Like a parent being like,
Yeah.
I will take the one for the planes and how they relate to the mortal soul. I'm gonna go to the elemental plane of air part, if there is one.
There is indeed. The elemental planes are all in one section. You can take some time to breeze through that. Okay, breeze
What did
through
I-
that. Ha ha ha.
Ah,
You are looking for herbalism, and you. Ooh, that's much worse. You find a book on the local fauna of Ubor.
I'll take that. What'd you find, Lotus?
Look.
Anything else fun?
I wanna. This is just really quick information, so I'm gonna look more afterwards.
Or something too.
Hush,
Oh,
what are
like-
you looking for?
Looking for a book on the history of Ubua.
Okay.
There is no book on the history of Yule. A lot of books about trade, a lot of books about like travel, a lot of fiction actually. Seems like a sort of like a hoitsier place that does more like niceties for people.
It connects to Lotus. And I don't have anything about Yubua, like with the history. It seems like the one place where that would be.
I'll respond in my head. Maybe they have them in like Fort Dawn. This is more northern, if I'm remembering right. And Fort Dawn big.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
What information do I get out of this book?
The elemental planes are thought to not be the resting place for souls, as far as most material plane scholars are considered. They believe that beings on the elemental planes, or elemental plane-based beings in the material plane, end up in some outer plane, which theorized, currently unknown. However, they do talk about how a lot of they sort of very rudely refer to it, very colonizer-esque terms about like more savage peoples who believe that the souls of elemental Ganassi or people like Aarakocra go to their respective plane and become one with the element, but it's kind of dismissive and like rudely worded.
Kind of close the book, put it back. It's like Mara, who I'm assuming is standing close, you just hear very quiet, motherfucker.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
What about that other book you put away?
That was more referring to like deities and religion, but I don't think that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Can you grab it for me?
Okay. I'll take it. I waddle and give it to him.
Here, and I'll give her my agriculture book.
Reading about plants.
Where's my
Thanks.
book?
This is useless.
Do you lot have some that pique your interest? Not to be rude, but I'm running a shop, not a library.
How much of the book of like I had a book about monks, monks in history and their techniques. How much of it have I read?
I mean, I'm assuming you read it every night that you aren't actively
Yeah.
in combat.
Yeah.
So you've probably... How quickly does Lotus read? Make an intelligence check for me.
Ah! There goes that dice.
Auto fail.
Wait, unless I can...
Unless you can see it and it's good.
Yeah, unless I can see it. What are you?
What are those?
I can't see it. It's too dark.
Auto fail.
13.
13. You read at a slightly above average pace. You don't necessarily understand all the biggest words, but your speed of reading is actually quite quick. So you've got a solid chunk of that book gone through. Also, I assume just with your attention span in general, you kind of ping pong back through parts of the book.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. So you've gone through a solid chunk of it.
So then, would I have a little bit of not exactly metagaming, but would I know like what monks are capable of at their strongest?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So then, a question for you: do you feel like Lotus at this point needs to get more information about manipulation of ki and all that?
It's gonna mostly be practical information. Like, I would definitely keep the book available. But as far as getting better at it, it will mostly just be referring back to the book as you are practicing.
Okay.
Kind of like how you've taken all of the notes and read the textbook, but you'll still read through notes while you're prepping for a test, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. I don't feel like Lotus needs much else off the top of my head then. Maybe like... No, she would want maps.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll peek through a little bit of I think that before I fully decide on if I'm gonna buy it.
Mara, you open to the table of contents, as you know, books work. And you, thanks to this fantastic roll, immediately spot that there is a section on near deities, and then in subsections there are archfey, genie, and devils.
Close it. How much for? Oh, I'll come up there. How much for this?
Just the one book?
Y'all want anything?
Um.
Or some candles or something?
Oh, I'm gonna message you something, Cryo.
Okay. I'm ready.
Ash walks up and like spins the top on the counter.
Okay.
I'll grab the top. Not now, dear.
Play rollies with me. Ray.
Your mind.
Oh,
dear.
okay. 4.
How?
There's no way, dude.
What'd you get?
Is it a 1? Is it a 2?
That is
That's
definitely
the-
a D20.
That's the scales of karma
That's a
rebalancing from when he rolled double 20s on me.
Yeah, so
This is stupid.
you check some of the sections that Mara had been digging through because Mara didn't know to look for this thing. And you do indeed find the small book that you were looking for. It is volume 11.
Okay. Cool. I'll... I'm going to kind of walk up, kind of like covering, like holding onto it very tightly and close to myself. I'm like, I want this one.
Did you find something, sweetie? And I'll grab the
No! It's a secret!
Is it? Oh, okay.
It's a secret!
All right, I won't look. How much for this one though?
I just need to know if it's leather bound or card bound. Can you just show me the cover a little bit?
I'll like go like this.
It is leather. Okay. Wonderful. For the leather bound one, that will be 1 gold. For the non-leather bound, the one that you're interested in, that will just be 5 silver.
Cool. Give change and I'll dangle the gold.
Yes, of course. Well, I mean, if you'd like, those 5 other silver could go to some aromatics, or if you need any parchment, ink, perhaps.
Hush runs over and grabs a candle.
Okay. There's a candle.
You can get 5 of them with your change.
Perfect.
Runs over, grabs 5 candles.
Yeah.
Your arms are so fucking full, Hush. You
I'm
have so
feeling-
much shit.
Wait, dear, don't do that. I'll grab them.
All right, you guys. Between the 3 of you, you arrange all of your crap in your bags and your hands and pay the nice lady. It's like
In Mara's head, you're calling me dear.
roll with it. Just go with it. She thinks you're my children. It's easy to get away with it. Just go with it.
Right. Well, I wish you all a lovely day, and just
You too,
enjoy
madam.
your books.
Bye bye. Thank you.
What a lovely family. All right, so, it is starting to get darker at this point.
Yeah,
You guys got here in late afternoon. Yes, Dolus.
I wanted to say, I remembered, but because Dolus and Alina went out, walked for a bit, I
Mhm.
wanted to go and be like, oh, actually, could we stop by the general store quickly before we go back? I just needed to grab a couple of things, just while we're already out.
I don't know what the general store is, so sure, maybe. Yeah, I don't know.
Probably somewhere near the blacksmith. Maybe just a sort of a shopping district.
I guess we can ask.
Okay.
You go to ask, and someone does tell you where the general store is in the lower half of town. Not actually that far from the stables that you originally came in from.
Okay.
It would probably be like a half-hour walk at a casual pace.
Speed walk.
Oh God, Alina.
Just kidding. We can just
Poor
normal
baby.
walk. Just normal walk there.
Okay. So then, yeah. So you'd be getting there as it is getting. The sun is starting to go down. It's getting dimmer a lot faster in here because just like with the city of Fort Dawn, the tall buildings and tight spaces make for dim earlier in the evening.
Mm-hmm.
So you come upon a building that is set a little bit away from everything else. It's got some carts and barrels on the sides, like a slightly larger alley on either side.
Mhm.
And it is just called General Store in the most basic ass side you've ever seen.
Guess they aren't really ones for aesthetics. It's fine. Just start one walk in.
Getting after you.
I'll hold the door for her.
There's a little ding ding.
Okay.
That's nice.
What does the general store look like?
It is open, almost kind of Western general store vibes with like a non-sheened wood floor and barrels of things just laid about on shelves. There's everything you can need from grain or rope, parchment, rougher parchment than you get in the upper side of the city. But generally, any kind of like generic, the generic crap in your inventory that you don't really think about a lot, packed to the walls with it.
Okay.
There is a big counter in the back that is sort of like a U shape, and there's a door that heads further back. Above that counter is a single bow that looks really nice, but that's like the nicest thing here in the shop. And not far off from that bow, a little away from the wall, standing on top of one of the counters, is a little bird cage.
Hmm.
And in the bird cage is just sitting a very pretty little canary.
Cool. I'll come in, walk up sorta to the counter. Actually, before I go there, I'll pull out the list that Fairmont gave me, the shopping list.
Okay.
What does he want?
This is for your
The bracers of defense.
bracers. You're gonna need leather.
Okay.
You're going to need some metal sheets.
Okay.
And then you're going to need a lot of like various herbs are listed that you get the sense probably for some kind of either treatment or alchemy process that he has to do for enchanting.
Okay.
And then it does specify one thing that you feel like you probably can't get here. It specifies, it just says a runestone.
Okay.
Okay.
Go up to the counter or whatnot. Just, excuse me.
There's like no one there, but you do hear a little stuff in the back.
Mm-hmm. Kind of look to Alina, look back towards like this empty.
Before you could say anything, the canary is just. Then you No, right, Tom, Tom, hang on, I'm coming.
Who's Tom?
Opens. It's just like the thing swings open and just. Hello,
Hello.
my friend. Good to meet you. It's this man. He's taller, a little more broad, but he seems a bit on the older side. Definitely like the later side of middle age. Some like wrinkles in his face, like nice dark hair that he has tied back into like various little braids and knots, and beads and things dangling in it, and just some spectacles that are on the tip of his nose.
Okay.
He's got a big, thick beard.
Right.
Hello, my friend.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Quick question, refreshing memory. Was this the store that Fairmont mentioned? Like, say his name, because he used to shop here.
He said the general store, and it's Ahab's general. Yeah, Ahab's general store.
Okay. Are you Ahab?
Yes, my friend. That is me. I
It's
am
nice
him.
to meet you. I am a friend of yours, Fairmont.
Oh, a friend of Fairmont.
Yes.
Fairmont sent you. Okay, you can't be that bad.
He sent me over with a shopping list of sorts, and I like put it down and like slide it over to him.
A shopping list. Fairmont. I assume that this is all to be discreetly handled. Yes, considering the current situation.
Well, you know him and how he is.
Yes, of course. Please have a seat. Do not mind Tom. He like gestures at the bird that's just kind of like watching you both.
Tom's his name.
Yes, Tom. He's a good boy. Yes.
It's very beautiful.
He used to be a bird in the mines because they take a bird into the mines to keep an eye out for bad gas.
Oh.
But Tom, he's little sniffer. It does him no good.
Oh.
So now, Tom with Ahab.
Now his job is just to sit there and look pretty.
He is also the bell to make sure I do not miss customers. He's also very good on arm system.
Could you not just get an actual bell?
Well, there is an actual bell. I just busy myself a lot in the back, my friend, so I do not always hear it.
It's fair. It's fair.
With so much going on, how am I to expect every single person who comes in?
Of course. I'm sure you're a very busy man.
Of course. I'll gather some of this for you. The leather is over there, and the metal sheets are over there. You can gather and bring them, and I will get the rest from the back.
Okay, I'll gather and bring the leather and metal sheets. I'll tell Lena to like just go sit down or something.
The leather and the sheets I have to do above the table, so I will need gold. But the discrete items I can put on Fairmont's tab.
All right, sounds good. How much?
Yeah, it's 45 gold.
Okay, it's fine. Like there's like a moment of like Dolus' eyes strain a little bit. Just,
Do you need
45 gold? No,
Do you need?
no,
Do you need more gold? I mean, I
pull out 45.
mean, like I don't have a
gold, I put it
lot,
on
but
the
I
table.
have. Are you?
I put 45 gold on the table
Okay.
and slide it over.
How much of that was the 20 that Mara gave you?
20 of it.
Oh. I mean, yeah, I guess that is how math works.
That Hickory gave him.
I mean, how much was that Hick gave you?
It's all right. Some of it isn't mine, anyways.
Fair enough. I mean, hey, for that much for what you're getting, probably pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like good material when I picked it up, but it's for Lotus. I'm having Fairmont make her these braces, sort of magical braces.
Oh, bracers of defense.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
studied them a lot in school.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, are you wearing them?
Elves.
Oh.
Did you not ask for? Did you? Oh.
No, I didn't know that.
I mean, they said we could ask for custom stuff, so I
Oh,
don't know.
I
I didn't think I should. I didn't think I had to like.
No,
or,
I
like, could've.
just get really I don't really like asking for a lot of things.
Yeah, that makes sense. Not great talking, speaking, whatever Hick meant.
Right. You know, Hickory told me to write a letter.
Oh, she told me to do the same. Why'd she tell you to write a letter?
She said I wasn't very good at talking
About what?
in general.
Yeah, me neither. She's
Have you ever
very
eaten-
red. Just
Have you ever eaten butterflies?
no, why?
Hickory was asking me if I ever get them in my stomach.
Was she?
Yes.
Oh, why did she ask that?
Don't know. Have you ever? I've never eaten butterflies either. I mean, I don't imagine they'd be very nutritious.
Bugs are a great source of protein.
Oh, right, but not butterflies. Caterpillars, maybe.
I don't know.
Are you all right? You seem a bit tense.
I'm fine. Everything's fine. I think this canary is very pretty.
Yes.
I'm just trying to get to the same pitch as the canary.
Oh, don't strain yourself.
That's yep.
Why did Hickory tell you to write a letter?
Ahab like comes out of the door with a stack of stuff. Just, are you all right? Are you trying to sound like canary? It's not good for your throat.
Yes, she is.
Tom just. It's good impression. You did pretty good.
Sounds just like you.
She twitches a little.
Anyways,
Yes. So this should be covered. The last item on the list. I do not have.
okay.
I could get.
Do you know where I could get one?
Nowhere that I can tell you. I'm sorry.
Right. Well, how long would it take you to get one?
Few days.
That's fine. I'll be in town for a few days.
Are you two right? Friends of Fairmont, especially asking for these things, are most likely in a grave situation.
Well, no, we're fine. He told me he wanted to craft something and just gave me a list. Told me to come here. Said it was his favorite shop in Valorfall.
Can always appreciate a good friend.
Yes.
I would ask that you not speak of this. And best to not mention Fairmont's name to anyone else in town.
Of course. Only mentioned it to you because he told me that you could be trusted.
You can always trust Ahab.
Of course. Thank you, Ahab.
I will say, I will not tell your secret, but there are others in search of items, maybe of interest. Ahab likes to not take sides. If one can swim to either side of shore, one does not mind where the ship sinks, but...
Well, I'm not very good with sayings like that, so I'll just take you at the words that you said normally. Thank you, Ahab.
Of course. I will look for this runestone for you, and You will
What
say,
is a runestone?
it is a stone of some magical essenced ore. There's a rune carved into it. Key component in enchantment. Especially the kind of enchantment that Fairmont is familiar with.
Could anyone just carve a rune into a stone?
Yeah, there is more to the process than that.
Okay. Well,
the finding of the stone is the hardest part.
well, if Fairmont trusts you, so do I.
Appreciate that. One can
Yes.
always trust Ahab. And Tum.
And Tom, is he alright?
He's just loud.
Okay.
He is good boy.
He's a very good boy. You're a very good boy, Tom. Okay. Just grab the stuff, turn around, like gesture to Alina. Let's go.
Alright. So long, Dolis, Alina. It was good to meet you.
It was good to meet you as well, Ahab.
And walks out.
Step out.
He was nice.
Yeah, he was very nice. Don't
I
know
like
what
his
he meant
beard.
about the swimming and the ships, but
Oh, he means he sells to the people who also want us dead.
oh,
Yeah, if you can swim to either side, you don't mind where the ship sinks. It means you can take either side, really.
oh. You know, when you put it like that, it seems to make more sense.
Yeah, a lot of idioms make more sense if you know them.
Oh, wait, was the thing about the butterflies an idiom?
I don't know, maybe you should ask Hickory!
I think she tried explaining it to me, but I didn't really understand.
Yeah, no, I don't know that one.
Oh, really? You've never heard of it? Maybe it's another Ice Home thing.
Maybe it's just I was a noble girl. Maybe it's like a peasant thing. That sounds bad.
Right, I don't think Hickory was a peasant.
Let's go have dinner.
Okay.
Okay, let's just let's not talk. My throat hurts from bird sound.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe you should write a letter instead.
You head off.
Go back to the inn.
Go back to the inn. You all reconvene at the inn. A little after night. It's definitely Mara and the Candy kids who show up first. So it's just I don't know how Twink and Hickory were gonna spend the 45 minutes with everybody shuffling around.
Hickory's gonna eat.
Dead fucking silence.
Twink just with his drink that's like the size of his head.
Hickory would probably try to start conversation here and there, realize he's not responsive, and just give up after about 10.
Nice. So yeah, you guys walk in on Hickory and Twink just with drinks sitting silently at the bar.
Oh,
The inn is getting busy now, especially with sun going down. There are multiple patrons at tables. You see the server girl coming in and out, and there are other people at the bar that Rhea is attending to.
how'd it go? Are y'all okay?
Yeah, it went fine. We,
Want a candy?
Sure.
So
I just
much
hold out a key.
Butterscotch.
When everybody gets back, we need to talk.
Okay.
Okay.
Does anybody want this key?
I'll take
Yeah,
the key.
I already have my own key
Did you
by
give
now.
Doris one?
What is it?
Probably key to our room.
One at a time. Lotus, what did you say?
Did Dolis get one?
Well, he hasn't been back yet.
Oh.
Well, I mean, did she give me a key when I paid for my room?
Oh yeah, you paid directly.
But
Yeah.
would
He
it
did.
have been immediately?
Well,
Because you did kind of just leave as soon as you paid.
I mean, we don't gotta make this difficult.
I will.
My own room key.
I will say Dolus got his key, and Hick got her key handed directly to her as well. So Twink, you are now left with just one key.
And Mara has it. Yeah, but the other one.
Well, no, because you got 4, so you
Right.
you have one.
I
Mara
have
has
one.
one.
Yeah.
Hick and yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I assume 2 beds to the room.
Oh, didn't ask.
I would have asked. in
And
that
there
time.
was
Then
only
yes.
one bed.
There was only one bed.
Girls' night. Let's go, Lotus.
Cuddle puddle.
God. Butterscotch. There's butterscotch that is just being
Yeah.
shaken in your guys'
Hickory's just like-
faces.
Thank you.
Wink.
That is sweet.
No thanks. Maybe later.
He like looks over. He said, "Thanks."
Ah, the bar. I see where it is now. At the very bottom. Yeah, so after like 10 more minutes, I mean, Ray would definitely ask if the rest of you wanted food now that you're here proper. Your options are still those like 2 options that were presented.
Feeling meaty today. Let's go.
Good. That was the only thing they offered.
Can
And
I
then,
just have potato-
You just want the
Morris.
potatoes?
I'm gonna say to Mara. Can you ask them to just for potatoes?
Yeah. He wants potatoes.
Just potatoes.
Yeah.
You know, you're never gonna get any bigger than that if you just eat potatoes.
Damn.
He eats a piece of butterscotch.
All right.
Put a little vegetables on the side.
Of course.
Connect to Mara. Potatoes are vegetables.
They're starch.
Shut up, Hickory.
I whispered that. You didn't hear that.
So, then, as you guys are being brought your food, Alina and Dolus walk in.
Dolus.
Hello.
Alina, like, beelines basically for Hickory, and it's just like, hi, we need to have several conversations, lady to lady.
Hi. Okay. Let's go.
I hide my book.
There's a butterscotch in Alina's face, just like kind of.
Hi, no, I don't like butterscotch. Hi, what? I can like other kinds of candy.
Here. Here's a hard one.
Oh, thank you.
Yo,
do
actually, I got
like-
a box of fudge.
What?
Like fudge?
He got candy.
Okay.
I have to have words with Hickory, and then I will be right back to have some of whatever is in that box.
Yeah.
Remember me.
You want some fudge?
Yeah. That's what's in the box.
No, I mean, no, he's talking to Lotus.
Oh,
Can I have a piece?
Wait, what did you say?
you're
Oh,
being
it's-
offered fudge.
She will take all of the fudge that you are giving her.
I'll give them both one.
There are 10 in the box, so you have 8.
Mhm.
Yeah, Alita
One.
just pulls Hickory aside, and just it'll like a little space off on the side of the restaurant. You all are just seeing her being like, but Hick, she's just like, why would you say any of those things to him? Things I said
If
in
it
what I
helps-
thought was confidence.
Oh, I didn't tell him anything.
Mm-hmm.
I said that he's dumb, and
Mhm.
maybe he should write a letter, because clearly talking isn't working out for you guys. I kind of put 2 and 2 together, Alina. You're cute.
You made a calculation, but you're bad at math. Please.
No, Dolus is bad at common.
She like, grabs you. She's like, please. Do not play matchmaker in my life
while I am going through what I'm going through. Shakes you.
I really just kind of wanted you guys to talk so that you didn't, like, constantly look at each other like you both want to hug each other, but also maybe never see each other again.
I know, and then we went and we had to walk and talk, and we talked about his hand, and now I can't stop thinking about it in mine, and I hate you.
Okay.
He's got 3 fingers, they'd fit perfect, and a thumb, and I'm so dumb! Why do I keep thinking that?
Alina. Doc is probably going to kill me in my sleep if he could. But this reminds me a lot of, like, the girl that he liked in Ice Home. She was my best friend.
This is definitely a shut up Doc moment. He's screaming at you.
Yeah. Just shut up, Doc. There was this girl, Elsie, best friend, loved her to death. And Doc, as we grew up, hung around a lot because, we were twins and we did a lot of things together and we lived on the same floor. But Elsie lived at a different floor, so he kind of used me as we got older. He kind of started getting a crush on Elsie, and he never told her. And then we got exiled from Ice Home.
Is this your way of telling me to take my shot while I have it because I might die or get exiled? Because trust me, I'm already thinking about it.
Because I can hear Doc in my head, missing her.
Oh, why is that emotional and resonant? I hate you.
And I don't want you to miss feeling wanted when really both of you have always kind of struggled with that.
Okay, well, I'm in a deep pit of emotional turmoil that stems from a lot of childhood-related trauma and the fact that I was recently shot, and also just the last month has been hellish. So, I'm gonna... She, just grabs a drink as, one of the ladies goes by. Going to just become a mess for the next several hours. And then I'm going to process appropriately like a good person for the remainder of our time in Yuboa until the point that I am at whatever conclusion I come to. Please do not tell Dolus to write me letters.
Sorry, I just figured it was the best
You're
way
a very nice friend, Hickory. I'm very lucky to have you. I'm going to get drunk now.
Do you want to stay with me tonight?
Sure.
Okay.
She just starts going at a drink.
Third door on the left.
She goes upstairs. The bar lady right there is just like, she didn't pay for that.
She didn't eat.
Thank you. Oh, she went off up a staircase away from you. So it's just Dolus.
She didn't eat either.
She didn't get the fudge.
She'll be okay.
Or can I have her piece?
No, that's rude. You already had one.
Okay, so Alina's staying in my room tonight, so I'll tell her later. But once everyone's done eating, let's meet up in a room and talk about what tomorrow's about to bring us.
We could just talk about it now.
No, we definitely should not do that out in the open, Dolus.
Why?
She connects in your head and goes, because we are wanted fugitives and trying to uproot the entirety of the system in the lordship.
Well, that's not what... And then back in her head, I'll respond, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about we have a meeting at 8 a.m.
With one of the lords.
Uh-huh.
And who knows who's listening to us.
I don't know, it seems excessive, but alright. I'll ask for my food. I'll ask for my free meal, and then I'll slide it to Lotus. And then I'll just make my own food.
Sick. Lotus, you get 2 meals.
Yes.
I slide over to Twink. Have some money.
No.
I'm fucking broke, man. Come on. I need some for the herbs. Must be beneficial for us all. Come on.
What? Just so wait. Do you have anything to do anything with herbs?
Wait, what? What do you mean?
Don't
What do you
have
mean?
a
What do I mean?
giant kit on the boat?
Yeah.
And which we don't have, so you don't need them.
Their price though. Like, what if they're like something unique? I haven't even gone there yet. All I know is I don't have any gold. I can put it in my bag. It's fine.
All right. How much?
With 100.
No.
Come on, you're loaded, man.
No.
I know how much you have.
No.
50?
Buy it
No.
with your reward.
I might need at least 50. What the hell, man?
I'll give you 10.
10?
I bought you a fucking staff of healing already.
I know. I helped get you that gold, though, man. Come on. I worked my ass off in that potion. You probably took out like at least 20 gillions with that.
Hey, why don't you just go get the rest of it from Vala and you can use that gold?
Oh, we will eventually.
I'm just saying.
She's stubborn.
I'll give you 10.
I don't know if that's enough, Twink. I'm gonna be honest, man.
I'll give you 10.
Oh, Twing, things are expensive in this town. I bought some leather and a small amount of metal, and it cost me 45 gold.
Well, yeah, it was
45.
metal.
Right? It was a small amount of metal.
How much metal?
A small amount. I don't know how much.
Like a
metal
dozen
is-
sheets. Like 10
Well, no, I'm
pounds
not gonna
worth of
say
metal.
that. I'm gonna just
That
say
makes
Lord.
complete sense.
That was
As a
awesome.
player, that makes sense.
Shut up, everyone. I'm not saying that though. I'm just saying I got a small amount of metal, and it cost me 45 gold.
Yeah, and that was half off, right? Good lord.
Half off?
No, it was not half off. But
No?
What do you mean half off?
Oh, were you not there with the conversation?
What
I meant-
conversation?
I mentioned at the general store I'd get half off.
Oh,
When?
Were you not there?
Was I?
No.
No.
We get half off though.
maybe it was half off. You just didn't tell me. So that means it was
Why is it
90 gold.
Expensive.
Why is living expensive?
Because the world's unfair, is what I've learned today.
I mean,
Candy
I already
is
knew
really
that,
expensive.
but
Because of socioeconomics.
I don't know what that means.
I didn't either
Just
till like 6 hours ago.
Oh, why do I have vegetables?
So you can grow more.
Says the one that can't do a backflip.
Wink. Have a little bit more, and I'll give you back the change. Come on.
I'll give you 10 gold. Or you can wait until tomorrow and see what this whole thing that Hickory's got going with and just pay with that.
Wait, you have a thing going on?
That's what I've been trying to get to.
Oh. How much gold?
Finish your food.
I did.
Then let's go talk.
All right, let's go.
Okay, I guess we're going to a room to speak.
You finish your food and then you head up to a room, but not the one that Alina's in. 'Cause she's getting tanked and crying on her bed.
Yep, I'll talk to her
Stay
about
down
it
at the
later.
bar.
You stay down at the bar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're not involved.
So you guys head up to talk about it while Twink stays down.
You know, we could have done this a lot easier as well. You could have just told everything to Hush, and then he tells us all in our heads, and then we didn't have to go anywhere.
Brings up a good point, actually.
But now that we're here, let's talk.
Dolus already knows the most of it. We have a meeting with the Lord tomorrow. 8 a.m.
Are they paying us?
They have a bounty. There are very little details. They need accolades.
That's what the meeting's
and
for.
Luckily, I have them.
The meeting is
can't
for
show up
information
'cause
on the
he's
bounty.
technically dead.
Okay,
all
well,
going?
he can't show up because he's technically dead. I don't know if I should show up because I'm me.
I had an idea actually about that.
Huh.
Watch, and I'll go and I'll take Lotus's hood and I'll pull it over her head. And then I'll cast Minor Illusion and make it just dark under the hood so you can't see her face.
Probably
There
not
is
a
just
good
a.
idea. Probably
I don't
not
like
a
that-
good
I don't
idea
like that.
in front of a paranoid lord.
Hi, Hush. What's up?
What if y'all wear y'all's masks?
We could just wear them, but no, the masks have beaks. The fact that we're
So?
birds is what we're trying to hide.
Can't,
Okay, say it's a
can't
bird
let us go
mask.
invisible?
It is a bird mask. Wait a minute. It makes complete sense.
Listen, everyone thought we were birds when we wore them, so I don't know about that.
So just say it's a culture thing this time.
Okay.
Can't she turn invisible?
Well, but but that's cool. But we need her to be visible because we need members of our group. They need to see that
We
we
have to show up with at least
a
5 of
bunch
us.
of people.
I also can only do it for an hour. And then I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
If the mission was to just not let her be seen, she could just not attend.
Why am I raising my hand? I'm God.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yes, you may speak.
You raised your hand and I almost went, yes, Alina.
Well, I was going to say, Mara and Dolus, together with the highest intelligence of the group that is like actively thinking of solutions as to blah blah blah. You realize you need 5, as Hickory just said. Hickory, Mara, Dolus, Hush, Alina. So
Yeah.
the 2 of you realize that.
Well, yeah, as I'm saying, like if the mission was to not have her be seen, she could just not attend. You don't have to attend, Lotus.
Oh,
Just stay here in the room or stay with Twink.
What if we bring Alina?
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. That's what I was thinking. We leave Lotus, bring Alina. We have 5.
Perfect.
Problem
we
is, we
have
already
to
said we had
talk?
7.
Do we have to talk? Did you say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
No, just let me
No.
do the talking.
We'll do the talking. Or well, she'll do the talking.
Mm-hmm.
When in doubt, when they ask, if they ask where the other 2 are, we can say that they're going to get supplies because we're that confident.
right. It's a what was it? 3 to 4 day excursion
Roundabout.
out into
Wait.
some mines.
wait. If it's a 3 to 4 excursion, won't we all have to go?
You'll
Yes.
all go.
Oh, no. We're
on
just
the
going to a
excursion.
meeting. We're going to a meeting at 8 to get information on what it is, and then we'll go on the excursion.
And the Lord isn't coming with us on the excursion.
I
No,
sure
that's
hope
why
not.
he's hiring people for it.
Okay, so he's not cool like Matthias.
No.
No, he's not cool like Matthias.
Okay.
So we just go there, you talk, we just stand still?
Yes.
Look tough.
Just yeah, if you maybe you'll summon one of your daggers or something if he asks for a show of strength from you.
I'm allowed to?
Only if we say to.
Does Hickory know that Hush had his brain invaded?
Nobody knows
Okay.
except
Alright, he told-
Delilah.
Yeah, Delilah and Fairmont, I think.
Mm,
Okay.
mm.
I'm allowed to pull those out at like a whim?
I don't
No,
know
well,
about
no,
that.
like I said, not on a whim. If we tell you to, just if we need you to show that, we'll just say you're just really short, not a child.
Just summon the moment, or I guess if I wake up as Doc tomorrow. Oh no. That'll be fine. I'll just have to summon the sword early. Can't show them that I can do that on a whim.
If I can show them I can throw a fireball.
Okay, don't do that. Especially since it'll be indoors. I think just showing the blade that you summon out of thin air with your mind is enough.
Psh.
Or
Agreed.
do you want to take Kyle?
Wait, what'd you say?
Just to like the general. Do you want to take Kyle?
No. I
You
think
sure?
we're good. Yeah, we're fine.
Hush pulls out a gun.
Why do you have a gun? Wait. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Hush pulls out his custom-made AR-15.
Made out of mind powers.
Ah!
You're like the fucking Green Lantern. You just summon whatever you want. Anyways, yeah. Continue.
Tomorrow morning, we'll go, the 5 of us. Assuming Alina is sober enough to do so.
Sober enough.
She's had a rough time. Let her drink it off.
Oh, okay. Well,
And that'll be it. At the end of the
everyone
day.
understand the plan?
Go there, big
Hi.
fight. Pull out the dagger if you tell me to.
Yes.
Hush. Maybe not the best idea to use mind magic, but you could report back to Twink and Lotus while we're there, just so that they're updated as soon as we get back.
Right.
can
Just
do that.
relay the information that we get to them.
And it's like they're there.
Is Twink gonna let me in his mind?
I don't know if he can really stop you, but
He can.
well, if he doesn't, I guess we just won't tell him.
Regardless, everybody get some rest. We've got 4 rooms, which should be more than enough to hold all of us. Twink is
Right.
probably going to take the room to himself.
Me and Lotus share a room.
Yep.
That I guess
Alright.
suppose. You too.
Yeah, you want
Or-
to bunk with me?
Mara pushed me earlier.
Mara
you can
pushed
stay
you. What,
in-
Mara? Why'd you push him?
He deserved it.
I like connect back. I connected all of it.
Mara, you made a point of this earlier. You did. You pulled him. You did not push him.
Connect,
And I didn't push him. I pulled him back.
She connected Dolus. What are you saying to Dolus? Hush.
Don't worry, I pushed him way harder.
Okay. It's all right. Anyways, are you two going to be fine with each other in the same room, or are you going to be roughhousing?
Hush, you can
Probably
room
just gonna
with
be
us
reading,
if you
to be
want
honest.
to.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
He doesn't try to touch my.
All right, Lotus, let's go.
I'll put a hand on Hick. So, you know, I'm working on that thing for
I'm
you.
not giving you money.
I need money for more herbs.
Earn it.
It might help you.
Socioeconomics. She walks out.
You all disperse to your various rooms.
I do
Mara, a
go
little
down and
perturbed.
ask the barmaid for like just a jug of water to then bring up to Alina.
You go down. Twink is not at the bar anymore. He has seen his stuff has cleared up, so he seemingly has already gone up. You get the water. You head to your room, third door on the left, as you said. You open it, and sure enough, Alina is just in bed. All of her elven armor is just like flopped onto the floor, and her hair is like all tossed about, and she's just like,
Hey, sweetie.
"Why are wings hot? What does that say about me?"
She closes the door very quickly.
You all go to your various rooms.
And I know there's plenty you want to do before bed, but don't worry, we'll get there. But, Twink, you set off into the night, down the stairs out of the noble sector, heading into the dark, nefarious corners of Valorfall. And that is where we're going to end our session today.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool! Yes.
Going on
Cool.
to the next
Don't worry,
chapter with
there's-
6 party members. Let's go.
If there's plenty of time to talk about and do role play before bed, as I know you all love to do so very much. Next time on Starlost Seas, you should come see whatever is happening and whatever Twink is doing that is all sneaky. And you
So
can do,
sorry.
wow, okay,
I'm so
right in
sorry.
right in front of my outro
I'm
card.
so sorry. I'm so
He should
sorry,
get
dog.
negative inspiration next
Yeah.
time.
There's something called the mute button, though.
Yeah.
Listen, it was one of those ones where I kind of laughed and it just caught in my throat and happened. I'm sorry.
Come check us out next Monday, 5 p.m. Eastern. If you want to watch the episodes early, you can support us on our Ko-fi. It's down in the link in the description below. And you can get access to cool, fun stuff, including the episodes on Friday instead of on Monday. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out our sponsor, Dice Goblin, down below, so you can get dice off with a special code. The dice are really cool. Some of them glow in the dark. They're sick. Bye.